Hey, I'm Jackson Lanzing. Welcome to V.A.S.T. This is the beginning of our second season. This is season 2 of V.A.S.T. I am wearing a different jacket. I'm going to start there because apparel is kind of a special thing here at the beginning of V.A.S.T. I want to tell you guys about something. So I'm wearing a different jacket, not because I'm switching it up for season 2. In fact, this jacket is already blazingly hot, and I'm sure I'm going to take it off over the course of the episode. But we have been in traffic for about 6 hours coming back from a music festival, and as a result, I'm not wearing my normal swag. So today you're gonna have Puffy Jacket Jackson, but more importantly, you are gonna be able to participate in the new wardrobe with these brand new T-shirts. V.A.S.T has merch, you guys. Welcome to season 2. We have a Brightest Eye logo shirt. Look, show this off. There we go. It's a Brightest Eye logo shirt. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, it's very exciting. We've also got
What is this?
a Peacekeep logo shirt. Yeah! This is especially exciting because tonight is a Peacekeep episode, so hopefully some of our former Brightest Eye crew members can start wearing the actual symbol. Or you guys can decide to abandon that symbol entirely because it was all built on lies. We've also got this shirt, which this is all you're doing, fan base, so well done. We have these. You are now in combat with shirts. I'm just gonna wear this around all day. It's awesome. I'm gonna bring a little. I want to figure out a way I can just like constantly mark these up. But you can be in combat with anything you want. You can be in combat with me. You can be in combat
Max
with
Isaacson, I'm coming for you.
You can be in combat with Max.
I told him the first thing I was going to write on there was you are now in combat with Max Isaacson.
This is appropriate. We're all at some point in combat with Max Isaacson. And just in case blue or the Pac-Ha isn't your color or symbol.
Yeah.
These are available right now in the V.A.S.T store on Alpha. So go over to projectalpha.com/store, I believe.
Do it.
And there, what was that? Shop.projectalpha.com. That almost sounds like a song. Shop.projectalpha.com. I can do it. Yeah, and that's going to be in my head for the rest of the day. So that's the first big thing. We're really excited about that. I am also excited because, as you might have just glimpsed, the Pac-Ha Peacekeep has kind of a new, everything? They're not exactly the Pac-Ha Peacekeep anymore. They have some different crew members. We'll see about that symbol. There's a lot of things to be done just to understand where we go from here, and that's what a big chunk of today is going to be about. So, with that said, I just want to thank you all for coming back to season 2. If you have friends who haven't seen season 1, or if you yourself have not seen season 1 and are trying us out for the first time, thank you, welcome. First, maybe you should check out the stream on Twitch, going on right now. So if you go to Geek and Sundry's Twitch channel, you can actually find the entirety of season 1 for the next 14 weeks, rebroadcasting simultaneous to our episodes. So you're going to actually be able to... Yeah, it's all very exciting. It's all very exciting. So what we're going to be able to show you is, everything that we've done up to now without an Alpha subscription. So if you have a friend who hasn't watched V.A.S.T for some reason, and I'm sitting here rolling my eyes at them, I roll my eyes at them no longer, they can go watch it on Twitch. It's very exciting. Check it out. I really, really hope you enjoy it. We certainly have had a blast putting it together. So, that's enough spieling from me. With that, I would like to welcome you to Season 2 of V.A.S.T. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Are we going to our HUD? Let's go to our HUD.
Let's go to.
Can we go to our HUD?
Oh! Hey!
Oh, so fancy.
I know.
Why am I still
Crazy,
here?
right?
Ah!
Since when was
is
Nidar
this?
even a science officer?
Yeah.
He has no qualifications in that. No, it's good. These are temporary qualifications while we
Where's
figure
my
out.
sister, my brother, my sister, my brother?
Welcome back to V.A.S.T. We are here with a a totally mixed up new crew. It's all very exciting. I'm sure, Amy, you're jazzed to be playing with entirely new players who aren't part of your military.
Oh, yeah.
Clear.
Hey! Yeah.
Technically, Amanda, still part of the military, still not a new player anymore. So I apologize. So let's to start us off, let's just go down and remind everybody of who we are. Let's start with the captain.
Hello, my name is Amy Dallin, and I play Captain Lucy Bard of the Starcrosser Avalon, formerly of the Pac-Ha Peacekeep.
Yeah,
We'll see.
we will see.
And some of these people I know before, but some are new.
Indeed. Speaking of people we know before,
Hi, I'm Amanda Powers, and I play Fractal Bright, and apparently I am now the first officer on this ship. Exciting.
yeah. Well, technically, you're the highest ranked officer on the ship that's not Lucy Bard.
What?
And even there, I think technically you guys have like a similar rank, so
Oh, God, she
you know
totally is.
you can keep having captain to captain arguments. It'll be fun.
Oh, nice.
She is actually.
It's a sister brother thing, but it's like first officer, captain. First
Yeah.
officer, captain. That's good. All right. Speaking of first officers, or at least former ones.
Yes, my name is Ray Uternachet. I play Nidar the Mind. I was a former first officer on the Bright Side vessel, but I'm now on Lucy Bard's ship, and I am I play this creature who's endowed with these incredible psychic powers who uses them for good sometimes. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens this
On
season.
his application, he uses them for good sometimes.
Sometimes it's like almost revisionist. He used them for good once.
Yeah,
like
every now
once
and
he
then.
did that.
Every now and then. But we'll see what happens.
I love it.
Hi, I'm Jody Hauser. I play Taka the Limb, also formerly of the Screaming Valor, where I was the tactical officer, and it looks like I still am here, so which is good because that's the only bridge thing I'm good at doing.
Tree friend.
Yeah, tree friend.
Yay.
Yeah.
I brought my trees with me.
Yes, you did. Speaking of which,
Hello, I'm Dylan Duval. I play Noble Defender.
he's
Pilot.
a tree. No, I'm sorry.
I've turned into a tree.
Plot twist.
Pilot. Plot twist.
Please.
Let's see. Pilot for the Brightest Eye ship, who got stuck on the Pac-Ha Starcrosser, who is still on the Pac-Ha Starcrosser.
Though no longer stuck, as it were.
That's right. And we'll find out why.
Little different situation.
They needed a pilot. You know, Rick was nowhere to be found. So I was like, I can do this. I can do this. It's fine. It's good.
Speaking of our absent friends, wait till you guys see next week.
Yes. Absent friends return next week in totally new positions and roles. So if you don't see somebody that you're really excited about seeing this week, you might see them next week. Who knows? It's all very exciting. I am excited just to get into this thing and kick off season 2 of V.A.S.T. To recap season 1 really fast.
Oh, I want to see this.
Check this out.
Just
Check this
take
out.
time.
Someone time him.
Oh.
Try it. Go. Let's see how this goes.
All right.
All right.
All right.
You cut me off. Cut me off at 5 minutes. If I go 5 minutes or longer, cut me off. You got it?
Go.
All right. In season 1 of V.A.S.T, we met a whole realm of aliens, humans, Kirei, who are kind of cat people, Ditopus, who are like gas people, Zokodal, who are like mushroom people, Planar, who are like two-dimensional shape people. All of them came together after their worlds were wiped out by a thing called the Slate. The Slate is this huge white energy mass that was moving across the galaxy, taking out suns and eating them and leaving them as husks, and then just sitting in that space. The most of season 1 was about the Slate threatening a very important series of stars known as the Brightest Eye, where lived this very resilient sort of warrior species, a little technologically backwards compared to the Peacekeep, but still like, you know, a culture in and of themselves, and one that had to be taken on their own sort of warrior culture merits. Throughout season 1, we followed the Peacekeep on the Starcrosser Avalon. It's kind of a Starship Enterprise-esque kind of deal, for those of you who didn't watch anything. And over here we had the Brightest Eye, the Screaming Valor, which was a lot more of a Viking boat filled with angry punch-a-thons. And they had a lot of fun and almost died a lot, and it was definitely like a rough time. There was love, there was loss, lots of amazing things happened, and over the course of it, what they discovered was that the Pac-Ha, who were the species who had put this whole Peacekeep together, who had taken all these people that had lost their homeworlds, given them new homeworlds, new technologies, assembled them into a military, what they learned was the Pac-Ha wasn't just some benevolent species. The Pac-Ha was a guy, was a dude named Pac-Ha, who had cloned himself over and over and over and over and over again in order to make up for it, and in order to create this whole thing, in order to make up for a mistake. That mistake causing the slate. The Pac-Ha was a scientist, a sort of like high-level scientist, a sort of god-level scientist, who had cut into the fabric of space-time and unleashed something horrible. He didn't want to do that, but he did. And so, as a result, the Pac-Ha became a species himself and helped all these other species get along, thinking one day maybe he could stop the slate. Lo and behold, the plan kind of worked, but not the way that he expected. The Brightest Eye and the Pac-Ha came together using a very important biological weapon, essentially, but an entity nonetheless, known as This Might Be a Good Idea.
Yes.
Sort of cloned, genetically altered alien who died saving the galaxy. He fed his entire consciousness to the slate, ascended to the 13th dimensional construct, and there exists in super fashionable harmony with the slate, keeping it at bay and making sure that the rest of our players can survive in this new galaxy where the Pac-Ha has now disappeared, leaving the Peacekeep in shambles. How'd I do?
2 minutes to spare.
2 minutes to spare.
Oh.
Jackson isn't always long-winded.
Wow.
It's like 5 times out of
I lost $10.
50. I'm not long-winded.
Sometimes
Okay.
you
That was
use it for
impressive.
good.
That was
Very-
impressive.
that's
I
very good.
missed anything
That
you
was
guys
great.
think is important?
What?
Nah, we're good.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
we're gonna start off, all right? We're gonna just do this. We're just gonna jump right in.
Okay.
Hang on, kids.
I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, really.
It's very exciting.
That coming through?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. There we go. Yeah. There we go.
Susan Turk is gone.
Welcome to V.A.S.T. Season 2. This is Episode 1, The Sanctum. Starring Captain Lucy Bard, Fractal Bright, or Captain Fractal Bright, Pac-Ha the Limb, Knight of the Mind, and Ambassador Noble Defender. It's been 3 weeks since the slate disappeared from living memory. Since the slate moved out of existence and back to where it came from, under the guidance of your fallen friend. Good idea. In that time, the Pac-Ha, any of them, have not been seen. In fact, communications are down throughout the Peacekeep, and have been since that day. Ships have gone haywire, entire planets have had sort of larger scale malfunctions of their of the technology that keeps their planets working. The Pac-Ha has left a lot of things in shambles. The fortunate thing is that there are enough Peacekeep ships, military entities, and organizational structures on these individual planets to keep people safe. There has not been a loss of life to any large-scale degree. Few lives here and there, as technology does, but generally, we're not looking at like at any kind of extinction level scenario for any species. So compared to the slate, not so bad. Also of note, because the ships have all been kind of malfunctioning, the Avalon is in kind of a special case. The Avalon itself being a Pac-Ha-freed ship, one that operates off of its own battery as a result of events in Season 1. The Avalon has actually managed to maintain most of its operational capacity. The 150 or so people who stuck around on the vessel to run it, was it 150 or was it smaller than that?
I think you said that a majority of the people stayed.
Yeah.
I thought it was all of the
It was all the
crew,
military.
but yeah, the
Yeah.
civilians left.
I think
but
there
all
was
the
somewhere
crew-
like 1,000 people on your ship. All but like
Wow.
the military operative capacity left.
That's a big.
There's a lot of people.
They all went back to the Peacekeep. The skeleton crew of military. We can if you find a number that I actually quoted, I'm down. Otherwise, we can just sort of level it.
300 to run a ship that big.
Yeah, we had 1025 out of 1350 left, and then all the non-essential personnel mostly chose to leave. But okay, anyway, you're the DM.
Yeah. Let's
It's up and running.
Yeah, because you had 1025, so let's take it to 150.
Okay.
So the ship has actually been able to operate, and as a result has been the primary mode by which peace has been achieved with the Brightest Eye. The new queen of the Brightest Eye, Visionary Destroyer, the captain who you had previously encountered, she has gone through and made larger scale sweeping changes to the Brightest Eye as a species. We'll be getting into a lot of those next week. They aren't going to be particularly relevant here, but for what it's worth, vassal species are essentially being phased out as a concept. The Brightest Eye are taking those species and allowing them a lot of their own sort of free will and ability to operate. Moreover, despite the fact that they lost most of their vassal species, is actually kind of an easy thing for them to do. But suffice to say, Mind World, Limb World are now free worlds to the Brightest Eye.
You guys are still around. Yes! You guys are still around. All right.
Now, the Brightest Eye themselves have decided that they are going to be really changing the way that they operate via concordance as well. So the concordance, now infected with the AI that Hans unleashed onto it, has been essentially it's become a more like a democratic system. It's been a system by which the Brightest Eye can vote amongst themselves and decide what they want to do, rather than a system by which they are fed orders from a top-down collective, or a top-down hierarchy. A couple of interesting things that have come out of that. The first is that Visionary Destroyer has stepped down from leadership. Again, we'll get into what that means and what that means for the Brightest Eye next week. Stay tuned when we meet the new Brightest Eye captain.
What?
And Noble Defender, no longer able to utilize the concordance the way that he once did, because he is no longer, he's no longer receiving orders top down, and his biology doesn't function like other Brightest Eye, so he can't participate in the community quite the same way he did, has been given a assignment. He's been given an assignment as ambassador to the Pac-Ha peacekeeper, to come aboard your vessel, operate as a member of your crew under your orders, because that's the only way anything's going to get done, but maintain his cultural heritage here on the ship and help inform you about that while understanding more about the Pac-Ha. Ideally, this creates some manner of balance and peace between your two peoples as you move forward. Along with him has come a bit of a change-up in your crews as well. You had crew move over to the Brightest Eye as part of this exchange as well, and which obviously is obvious by the lack of Lubin and Rake, but also we have, you've taken on a couple of members of the crew who have come here for their individual reasons. Since we're not going to go through all the stuff that brings them to the ship, I want to just sort of get out from them immediately why they're here, what they're interested in, basically what happened in the last 3 weeks that brought them to this ship. So let's start with Pac-Ha.
Well, Pac-Ha was really unhappy with Visionary Destroyer after the events of the season finale, because he basically commanded her to go with her to overthrow the mother, and as a result, she wasn't there when Good Idea died, and she's convinced that, because of her innate limb ability, she might have been able to help with that. So she basically gave Visionary Destroyer an ultimatum, you can make me stay on your ship, but I'm never killing for you again. But of course that kind of didn't matter, because everyone is sort of free now, and Pac-Ha's just really bad at rebelling apparently, or picking when to rebel. It never goes well for her. So she went back to Limworld for a while, which was always her ultimate goal, but it's sort of that you can't really go home again type of thing. It's like she's such a different person than she was when she left Limworld to be, basically taken into space against her will, that she went back and it just didn't feel like the right fit anymore. And so she applied to be on Lucy Bard's ship, because when everyone was going through the slate, Lucy Bard was the only one who was able to keep her ship together. So clearly this is a really strong captain and someone that Pac-Ha would be willing to work with. And she also brought her little grove of trees from the Screaming Valor onto the Avalon.
Nice.
Amazing.
It's a beautiful
So she can make new tree friends.
Yeah!
Yay!
And also...
I'm going to send you only to planets with trees this season.
Yes. Well, and also she has a new prosthetic arm, since one of her arms got bitten off in the season finale.
Yeah.
That's right.
New arm.
Yes.
Actually, this is something similar that you and Nidar both have, which is that you've both been, as you've come here, been gifted with items from your old buddy Hans. He's created. He's finally given a chance to make you an arm.
Yes, he was so happy.
Yes.
All he ever wanted in life.
So Hans has.
He was giddy.
So Hans has built you an arm. That arm has one special feature. Do you want to sort of talk about
Well, it has
what that
several
is?
special features.
Well, yes. I just mean one in particular.
Well, I think that one she doesn't know about yet, does she?
Oh, fair enough. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, then we won't bring
She
that
has
up.
it has a special feature, which she will maybe learn over the course of this
Really?
Yeah,
episode.
I'll be playing the special feature. We'll work that out.
But well, I can say it does have a translator built in, so she can actually understand the language of these new people she's serving with. So it's actually one of the Siren translators that the brightest I had last season.
Thanks, Hans.
But it also has cool weapon stuff, of course, because it's Pac-Ha.
Exactly.
Yay.
Speaking of getting put into interesting new prosthesis, what's going on with you, Nidar?
I liked your fish tank.
Well, after
Tears?
there's some tears in there. I kept some around. After the events of season 1, when everything ended so disastrously for Nidar, I think he went back to the mind world and spent some time recovering and kind of like being back in his natural environment, and sort of realized that these mind are kind of like free floating beings. I mean, Nidar had at least had a glass jar he was floating around in. I mean, in the mind world, they're all floating around in oceans, and they're not really, there's really nothing there to protect them. So I think Nidar, kind of like Pac-Ha, realized it's kind of weird for me to be back. I know he knows more about the dangers that lurk out in the universe, and I think he's kind of taken it on himself to be like, well, we need to strike first and protect each other first. So I think he's returned to the world with other people and is now on board Lucy Bart's ship because he likes the way she kind of goes out and is more protective and is more investigative. And I think Nidar is out there now and putting himself out there to be like, I'm going to protect the mind world. If no one else can do it, I will do it. And with the help of Hans, has upgraded his jar, which is more of almost like a motorcycle helmet. I'm not really sure how to explain it.
Yep,
but it is really badass looking.
Brain helmet.
It's got it's got a little bit more capability. It's got a little bit more weapons, and it's also got some features that we'll show off over the course of the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
So with that said, yeah, we sort of have a journeyman in Pac-Ha looking out to discover either what Good Idea saw out there in the world or Good Idea himself.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing, because when she and Good Idea parted, he made her a promise that they would see each other again, and he evaporated, sure, but if there's any possible way she can hold him to that promise, she's going to.
Meanwhile, Nidar has kind of taken on this lone paladin knight feel of a man going out there to make sure that the rest of his world remains safe, even though they
You ready
can't
to
go
keep some
space.
peace?
Give it a shot.
No problem.
Noble, you got anything you want to add? I sort of ran down your backstory. I'm just figuring out how to get it through.
I thought that was lovely.
Nice. All right, then we'll make that easy. Fractal, you anything you want to add?
Nope.
So it's all pretty simple at this point. So, Lucy, you have been essentially managed throughout all of this time to get some time in Brightest Eye space to understand their culture a little bit more, to figure out how the Peacekeep can maybe continue a dialogue here. And though it has been difficult, it has been rewarding. You've met new friends, you've brought new people in, and you've kind of lost a couple along the way. You want to talk about the Leuven deal or not?
I want to hold off.
Okay.
Until she's had her first episode.
All right. So
You
we
don't
will.
get to read the letter she wrote me.
So we'll just we'll then I'll leave it at this. How does Lucy feel about Leuven no longer being there?
I'm gonna miss her like crazy, but she's gonna be brilliant.
Look at this. She's such a good captain. All right, I love
That
it.
remains.
That's why we're here.
So, Faded on the Bridge. You've all essentially been given stations aboard this bridge as it stands now. The peacekeep military on your ship hasn't remained in like the greatest state just on its own because there's no leadership beyond yours. Do you want to keep running this ship like it was a peacekeep ship, like you all were still working for the Pac-Ha? Like, what's your feeling?
Most of our systems are gonna be pretty similar, like in terms of the way you keep the ship functioning is the way you keep a ship functioning. And we've been functioning without a Pac-Ha on board for months anyway. So while I'm very curious about what's going on in the rest of the universe, these are all people who volunteered to stay and take on our new mission right at the end there. So while I think we're all super sleep deprived, we're mostly working, I think, the same way that we were, just behaving like, until we figure out what the new deal is, like, we have the same mission of exploration and peace that we did before.
Awesome. For the ease of use, we're going to say Fractal's taken on the first officer position on the ship. They're the highest ranked officer on the ship from a peacekeep military perspective anyway.
Sure.
So we've kind of got a cooperative command system between the two of you. Noble is flying the ship. He's going to be the best pilot no matter where you are, so he's probably outflown every peacekeep pilot you had if you wanted to make him do that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, he's just there. Nidar is set up at science, but is essentially still observing. The initial thing about Nidar is you don't have a military place for him. He doesn't really have a lot of capabilities that are what would traditionally fall under peacekeep military. So think of him almost like an intern. You can kind of plop him wherever he makes sense. Right now his primary skill set is all in what he's been using this whole game, which is his mind control, the stuff you are less concerned with.
Yeah, we probably had that talk pretty early on of how we generally don't make use of certain kinds of weapons, like controlling minds.
Yes.
But we've
How do you feel about that, Nidar?
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Do I get college credit for this? That's why I'm
Is it a paid internship?
paid internship.
Yeah, paid internship.
Nidar, coffee.
It's the
There's a built-in coffee maker in my helmet.
I was going to say yes, absolutely. It just has a little spout.
It's a little spout.
Yeah.
No. Couldn't he just be like, do something to her brain to caffeinate it and
Oh,
make it
yeah.
Yeah, natural.
Psychic
Sometimes
coffee.
it's okay to mess with
Psychic
minds.
coffee.
Oh
I'm
my
very
God.
tired.
My favorite coffee house.
I need a
Psychic coffee.
Nidar like that.
Psychic coffee.
We all need a Nidar like
We all
that.
need a Nidar like that. And lastly, you've got Takat weapons. I figure
very
this
good
makes
at
the most
weapons.
sense.
All right. Excellent.
I'm good at nothing else.
With the
already
understanding,
flown this
assumably, that you told
Yeah,
her not to fire on
I
something
know how to
unless you
fly this
asked her to
ship
fire
really
on
well.
it.
And we've talked about sort of.
Yeah, I
I'm,
have a-
I'm extremely pleased to have you both here. We've been through the basics of sort of like, these are our general rules of conduct. They are pretty important for us all, not causing unnecessary harm or incurring any.
Unnecessary, understood.
Sure.
And we look at each other and we're like,
But the truth is, this is
What?
exactly like my vision of what the Peacekeep was a home for anyone who wanted to be there and be part of something greater. So even if that something greater right now is just us on this ship, like, we can still try.
great.
Your today's a special day because this is the first day you've received a communication from inside Peacekeep space since anything went down. The entire remaining Peacekeep Stellar Navy is being called to the Sanctum. The Sanctum is a small artificial planetoid long thought to be the Pac-Ha homeworld. It sits sort of deep in the middle of Pac-Ha Peacekeep territory. It has been off limits to all Peacekeep personnel. Anybody but the Pac-Ha isn't even allowed within the Sanctum's star system. However, the entire Peacekeep military has just been sent this same communication, which is a rendezvous order for the Sanctum. So this pings your systems. What do you do?
Gather everybody in
Incoming transmission, Captain.
on screen.
It comes up. You see the data. You see the pattern. It's not even a text or not even a voice message. It's like one of those old Pac-Ha text things. Just pops up, shows you where it's supposed to go, tells you to do the thing.
You want to go there?
All right. Who's ready to see something we've never seen before?
Wait, where are we headed?
That there.
Oh, that there. All right.
Follow the directions.
Once again, you do not inspire much confidence.
He's good at what he does.
I know he's good at what he does, but sure doesn't seem like he thinks so.
Okay.
The ship heads to crossing speed. The Starcrosser Avalon is a pretty big vessel. It's bigger than, like the Screaming Valor. It's a heavy ship. But once it punches to crossing speed, it is as light and as fast as anything out there. You punch across the galaxy, heading deeper into Peacekeep territory for the first time in weeks. As the brightest eye fades behind you and Limworld and Mindworld fall out of view, you brightest eye people find yourselves further from your homeworld, perhaps, than you have ever been. You got anything you want to say to your crew before you get there? You kind of got a moment to talk to them, if you want, or if anybody has anything they want to handle before we jump into this. This is your time.
Take a short moment. I realize that what we are doing is not conventional, and that no one expected to be here. But you've all chosen to be here, or you have your reasons. And I'm proud to have you as my crew. Let's find out what's out there, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm interested in whether you had any specific discussions, if we had any specific discussions with the whole becoming your first officer thing.
Did you have reservations?
Probably, yeah. But I wanted to know if there was anything specific, maybe that we talked about and worked out, or that you directed me about.
When it became clear that I wasn't going to have a first officer, I would have asked if that is something you were interested in. Did you say yes?
Well, clearly, yes. I did say yes. I think rather reluctantly I said yes, but yeah. So yeah, okay.
Yeah, I asked you to say
I just wanted to establish the tone there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
I would say, it's going to be tough. There's a lot to catch up on. The Peacekeep has changed a lot, but you've seen an awful lot, and you would be a very valuable part of the crew.
Oh, nice.
So if you would stay, I would appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense. Sorry. Okay. So, you arrive... Actually, you know what? Bard? Roll for command speech.
All right.
It's a 23, just because I figure
That's
you're
pretty good.
doing that to what remains of your sort of extant crew. I'm not going to worry about your bridge crew, because I think they're coming in with a certain amount of get-to-itiveness, but I would like to see what the rest of the crew thinks of Bard right now.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Please.
Okay.
You
But,
mind if I roll while you talk?
Absolutely.
It's going to be loud and noisy. Sorry.
Do it. Brightest Eye crew. I'll just say I know we've served together and we've done a lot together. We've gone through hell and back. But I just want to let you know, this here captain's a keeper. Just keep an eye on her, if you know what I mean.
Are you speaking brightest eye? Or are you speaking, what do we speak?
At this point, you have translation for both.
Okay.
One of the beautiful things about about your cultural exchange now is your ship speaks brightest eye.
Yeah, I could do it. It just wouldn't work.
Not the same thing.
That's the same thing.
Feels different.
There is
Buggy.
there is a language your ship doesn't speak, but
Yeah.
you do speak brightest eye.
So what do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
By a keeper.
I think he's being nice.
Keeper, it's a new word I just learned. It means, okay, hold on, autopilot. Okay, so, let's pretend you like trees, right?
Yes.
Let's put, trees are great, but, you don't want to get rid of the tree, you want to hold on to the tree, right? So you keep it. So it's a keeper.
Okay. So we plant her in the ground.
Well, no.
Plant the cat.
Yeah, we could, but she's not a tree. She's a keeper like a tree.
Okay.
Okay, pretend, never mind. The point is, just listen to her. That's what I'm saying.
Well, she's our captain. We're required to.
Just, great talk. All right.
I'm gonna call a moratorium on all of the idioms. They just don't translate well. No more.
13.
What?
I'm
13.
just enjoying this.
What's a moratorium?
I don't know. We can look it up.
Temporary halt.
Do not do it.
Also, thank you, Ambassador. It's an awfully nice thing to say.
Captain?
So as Taka gets prepared to plant Bard in the middle of the bridge, you rolled a 13.
Yeah.
Your crew is on board. You've actually, so this 150, these people who stuck with you inside and out, they are your 150. Like if you have anything you want out of these people, they're yours. You want to train small squads to do X, Y, and Z, they are yours to do that with. Like I want you to start thinking of your crew, and big part of season 2 for me is getting the ship cultures down a little bit more and understanding all the people who are on it. So really do think about, like, you still have you have Stu, you have Pawaka, you have all the characters named after Fast and the Furious characters. Thank you, Rick. So you have the ability to task those people to subgroups and to projects. Feel free to do that, because they will work underneath you and sort of be ready for you when you need it.
How's your crew readiness?
So
We're okay.
as you head
Crew prep.
out of crossing speed, we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Awesome. As we head out of crossing speed, these are not the updated stats, by the way. When you see some of your stats, you'll see that some of these are not what you updated today. That's because we do this about 24 hours in advance.
Sure,
Got it.
we're
That's
working
on
on
the-
ship stats. We're
Yeah,
okay.
you'll see some of that come up next.
Okay, cool.
Kaboom! You guys come out of crossing speed above a we've always described Pac-Ha technology as all white, laced with kind of blue lines. Think of that on a planetary scale. It's like a small planetoid. It's not anchored to a sun. There's an artificial light source, essentially, like deep in the system, that seems to be shedding light specifically on this thing. And the light seems to be moving essentially like geosynchronous to it. And this thing might not actually be orbiting. It's a very weird place. You've got a big white ball hanging in space, laced with glowing blue lines. But more important to than that, there are something like 75 ships that you're picking up that are clustered in a sphere around that white ball. Each of them a Pac-Ha peacekeep vessel. Some of them as large as the Avalon, some of them larger, some of them smaller.
You're right, I've never seen that before.
There are going to be a lot of changes. Not all of them will be good. I made a big choice and you all stood by me. Thank you for that. Let's find out.
You immediately receive a hail.
Incoming in.
On screen.
On the screen is a beautiful Kirei woman. She's about 70 years old. She's got gray in her blue hair, but still quite a lot of blue. The gray does not extend to her face, which is still the bright blue of Kirei youth. Kirei can live very, very long if
Of course they can.
if they're not under like a ton of physical stress. The more physical stress a Kirei is under, the less long it lives. This one looks like she's very stately. Go ahead and roll, actually, Bard. This is for academics for 22.
Might be a
book
smart
learn
kid.
in there.
I'm making you
Smart
only
cat.
roll this
Smart
because
cat.
this is something only
What's
you
a
would know.
smart cat? We haven't had one of those.
Where did this 6 come from? Did I?
Oh, no, some of them are.
Have I got your dice now?
No,
Oh.
they were mixed in.
Okay.
Unfortunately, let me see if I can.
Just go for it.
So
Academics is
You want me to stick
22,
those over
5,
to the
10,
side?
That's-
15,
this isn't-
20.
this is an 8.
Thank you.
This
I
is
normally
not
pay
an
attention
8.
to those things, but I just assumed everything I was looking at was what I wanted.
I think this is it. It's just the ones that look like this. Okay.
Thank
no,
you.
it's it.
Good.
Stick it off to the side.
Right. Okay.
This is important.
I know what dice are. That was a bad beginning. Oh my gosh.
We got crits.
I'm gonna forget
We got crits.
everything.
Crits.
Not the good kind.
What?
Bad crits. Bad crits.
Oh my
crits.
god.
It's like to come. Let me assure you.
Not good crits.
Season
Season 2, not being kind.
Nope.
The
Well,
Bee-
I mean, she did, get a whole crew
Can
on
we get the
board.
Bee Gees to do the whole soundtrack? for
Yeah,
season 2?
on it.
Coming through with the
There we
left
go.
It's
side.
gonna be the
V.A.S.T. Season 2, staying alive.
it's not a bad subtitle for us actually.
Not ideal.
Not a bad subtitle. That's all right.
5.
Okay, you don't know who this is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Great.
Guilty. Captain Bard.
Yes. Hello.
Hello. I am Admiral Celine Korbashvar. I am very happy to make your acquaintance. I request your presence aboard my vessel. You and the Terran there. I require you both immediately. Please. Dock the Avalon inside of my vessel. It is the larger one. I'll send you coordinates.
Oh, hold on
The
there.
vessel's name is.
Coordinates arrive for you. Her vessel is known as the Key-Ray. The Key-Ray is the largest vessel here. It is a large. It looks similar to the Avalon, but the bridges that sort of move over the top of it go under as well, shaping it into something that looks more like a cocoon around a vessel. It's clearly not an offensive vessel, more of a diplomatic one. Roughly 10 times the size of the Avalon. Huge ship. Your ship literally fits inside a docking bay on the back of this vessel.
Noble is very impressed.
As you fly up,
Nice looking ship.
as you fly up to the back of this vessel, the back port doors open. The Avalon flies inside. Port doors close behind, and atmosphere rushes in to the space. And from your bridge window, you can see as many peacekeeping officers, most of them Key-Ray, a few Zocodal, make their way around the vessel to start docking it in. It's all very efficient. It's all very orderly. It's incredibly peacekeeping.
There's no way to escape, is there?
It's not yet clear that we need to, really.
Diplomatic vessel.
Captain, do you want us all to come with you?
Yes, command crew, if you would like to come with us, let's go
Let's
meet
go.
an admiral. Big Jake, you have the bridge.
Big Jake nods to you, gives a little high five to the hammer.
Yes!
And they go. He sits down in the first officer chair. Hammer sits down he sits down in the captain's chair. Hammer sits down in the first officer's chair, and the rest of you leave, headed for the admiral's quarters. You are met by. You're met as you step out of the vessel. Or no, I'm sorry. You transport out of the vessel. You are transported, all 5 of you, down to the outside of the docking bay, beneath your massive ship.
I just want to make a general note that, like, whenever traveling in a group with them, I always hang to the back.
Cool. Got it. You'll be the front. Bart will be the front. You'll be the back. Makes
And I
sense.
always take sort of a flanking position to protect the captain, because that's what I do.
I love this. You've got your little squad around you now. Really protective.
I'm just like, it's okay. We're,
It's okay. Diplomatic vessel.
like, guys,
Noble.
This is how we
we're
do
carrying a
diplomacy.
tile,
But I was
like,
thinking,
Are you wearing? What are you wearing? Are you wearing like super brightest eye stuff? Are you wearing your jacket? What are you wearing?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm definitely wearing my jacket because I'm an officer pilot first. But
This is the leather jacket. your
leather
father's
jacket, right?
Yeah.
leather jacket. I'm probably wearing the same clothes. Maybe I don't know. Like the brightest eye never really had clothes for me. I might have gone through my dad's clothing and see if anything fit me that looked nice.
It was like
So like a
handbags.
collared shirt maybe, because this is makes me look nice.
Right. A little fancier.
Right. I don't know if it's. I think they're my parents, but I'm not. I'm working that out.
Right.
So I just go through the clothes that we picked up from the nursery.
Good idea.
And-
Fashion tips.
Exactly right.
Into it.
And I think this works.
Yeah.
So just collared shirt, have my jacket, still my flight pants.
7 belts.
You seven, yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
in your
Oh,
capacity
yeah.
as an ambassador, it's like I've been very much like uniform regulations don't really apply to you unless you want one.
Yeah. No.
And
Like,
I
no.
totally took a Pac-Ha suit because it was way better than the thing I had from the Brightest Eye. So, and
It does
also
have armor.
it's
Ooh,
it's
armor.
armor,
Armor's
but it's
good.
also just it makes me feel like I'm fitting in better.
Yeah.
Have you taken on a color scheme, or are you staying in your black and green? Because the thing was made black and green, but if you wanted to take it to PC color scheme, you could.
Yeah, I mean, I probably wanted. I mean,
Right,
to
side
we probably want to fit in too. Actually, I would probably want to be my best.
All right, cool.
On my
We'll give
best
you,
behavior.
We'll give you a paint job for next
Yeah.
week. So cool. So we kind of have like the four of you in Peacekeep-esque. I mean,
Do you wear
fractals.
clothes?
Not. No.
She nude.
Not really, no. But Captain Bard, request permission to come with you in stealth. We don't know what we're walking into, and I worry if something goes wrong, we may need a leg up.
I'm
You know, that's a pretty good idea in general, but since we are meeting with an admiral of our own force, I wouldn't want to create the impression that we have deceived them from the outset.
We really do not agree.
We all want to be badass.
Yeah, no,
There's
no,
going
no,
to
that's
be
right.
trouble. I want to be prepared for it, but
Hey,
I
Fra-
don't intend to start
No,
any.
she's just not helping my paranoia.
Hey, Fractal, stay by me. If anything goes wrong, we'll be quick enough to handle it.
If anything goes wrong, we'll shoot them all.
Actually, I have no worries
That's a
with
better idea.
And with and as they all whisper about shooting everyone on this friendly ship. Yeah, what's
that.
up?
I'm carrying a. By the way, I forgot this. I carried a bag, like a peace offering, and I slung it across my back as we're walking towards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we calling you Commandant?
I don't know
like
what's
a
in the
first officer
bag.
Or Captain?
Well, I don't think you can call me captain. There should only be one captain of a ship, so it's kind of whatever.
So here's a question. Because you haven't been reporting back at all, they don't know about the existence of Fractal Bread.
Right.
This is
So,
pretty good.
so the question is kind of like, is that a thing you want to explain? Is it not? Like, the admiral only asked for the two of you, only asked for the Terrans.
Yeah.
So the question of whether you roll in with these others,
I can have a planar first officer without explaining where she came from, right?
100% you could.
Are you comfortable with that?
Sure. I don't really need anybody else to know about me if they don't need to.
Okay. So, you're aboard the Key Ray. As you all sort of talk about whether or not you're going to shoot everybody, a military procession of extreme efficiency, all Key Ray, all beautiful, not a rake to be seen in terms of like there's anything that doesn't look like the absolutely ideal Key Ray, right? They all walk down towards you until they stop, a long line of them. And they all turn with military precision, right?
Wow.
And as they turn, a transport beam goes off at the end of the line, revealing Admiral Celine Corbash Var. This is, because I like to do my spellings, Selin Korbash, Corbash, Var, Varr. So 3 words. Like all Kiray names, 3 words. Leuven Yikjal Moore, Celine Corbash Var. She steps forward. Quiet. You salute. She steps forward. Each of them all salute as well. She steps forward down the line and takes her damn time. Until she steps right before you and salutes back. Captain,
Admiral.
it is a great pleasure to meet you.
You as well.
This is all your doing, I'm afraid. I must speak to you urgently. The situation is critical, and I'm afraid there's no one capable of handling it without you. I would speak privately to you and the Terran. Come with me, please.
First, you should know that the Terran is acting in an official capacity as an ambassador from the Brightest Eye. We haven't had a chance. He is also serving as an officer on my ship. We have made great diplomatic progress with them while cut off from communications with the rest of the Peacekeep.
Yes, I've heard some rumor of your, and then her eye sort of flits to Nidar and Taka, your dealings with the brightest eye. These are troubling but inconsequential at this time. I would speak to you and the Terror.
Am I addressing the leader of the Pac-Ha for now?
There is no Pac-Ha. There is a Peacekeep.
Oh, it's a mighty fine peacekeep.
Yes, for as long as it lasts. I am, as far as there is a leader, I'm the highest ranking officer in this military. Above me were only Pac-Ha. That leadership is now vanished.
For that, I'm sorry, Admiral. We are proud of our actions, but we could not foresee some of those consequences.
She reaches out with two hands on either side, puts one on your shoulder and one on your face. This was not your fault. And then she uses all of her arms. This, perhaps, is your fault. The Pac-Ha leave it. This is on them. Or should I say him?
So you got my message.
Many here have gotten your message. It is why we must speak privately.
I want to do a perception listen to see if she is being forthright or if she's trying to hide something.
Cool. That is a lie detect. Which you don't have a macro for somehow.
I know, it's really high though.
I know. I no doubt it is. Give me 1 minute, and I'm going to get it for you. That's your composure, your empathy, your subterfuge. You get plus 15 to that for your listen. So 21.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. Sorry. Pull 3 out of that. Your politics took you down. 18.
Okay. I hate sixes.
Yeah, sixes are just frustrating
know.
because they look like nines and they don't
Like
count.
9, 6.
And you're like, you tried and
Jack,
you didn't get there.
if she's the leader of everything, I definitely need to address her. And address her officially as the ambassador from the Brightest Eye with a message.
Oh.
So help me God, if you shoot the Admiral.
One second.
4.
I have a sword.
4.
Yeah.
You've never seen someone who hid their emotions or intention this well. If she is lying, you have no indication, but you would not know.
Captain Bard, I request a brief aside.
1 moment.
Okay, so we're going to do this in 2 pieces. The 2 of you are going to go to an aside, and then we're going to come back and deal with what happens while they're gone. Cool? Go for it.
Respectfully, I ask to be included in this meeting. If there is to be talk of the Pac-Ha, where they went, what they're doing, I'd very much like to be included in that conversation.
That makes sense to me. I was about to insist that you all be included. You're my command crew.
Great, then this was a pointless conversation.
It's like she goes dark. He's like, I would very much like to be part of this. And you're like, I would be part of this. And then she just turns bright again, and she's like, oh, then never mind. Go for it. While you were gone.
Turn slightly away.
Peacekeep! Leader of the military that I see before me. My name is Noble Defender of the Brightest Eye. I come with a message from the new queen and a gift as a peace offering. The Brightest Eye haven't been seen in this galaxy for 700 years. We have rallied against the Slade and fought off what everyone believed to be pure death. The mistake of the Pac-Ha has brought glory to the Eye. The slate defeated, we have decided to extend a hand of peace to the galaxy. And I hand her the bag. 7 centuries have given us time to reflect on ourselves and what we will become. To this end, our emissaries are moving through the galaxy to meet with all the species inhabiting it and bringing the art, technology, and culture of the eye for all who will be able to sit with us. For 700 years, the slate has been our cocoon, hardening us and forming us from what are larval stage to the great centuries that we have become a glorious, brightest eye. The eye shines bright.
Nice. Hands looks down to the head, looks back up. Does it now? What have you brought me?
Well, if you see, and a claw falls out.
The Admiral's taken back. Steps back as she does. All down the row, these guys pull their weapons.
Oh, no. That is the claw of the former queen, signifying breaking from the old and changing into the new. A hand of peace.
Long silence. Noble. Roll for diplomacy,
Oh boy.
Shit.
which I think the first time you've ever done that.
Yeah, I don't,
This is
talk that long
exciting.
usually.
Yeah, let's see how this goes. Persuasion and empathy and expression and presence
like a 2.
and
Fame?
yeah, your fame will come into this.
Is there any way I could psychologically bolster him somehow? Or
Not
Thank
without
you.
reaching into
okay,
her mind.
Her
You
mind.
can do that.
let's do that.
It's a risky move.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
No, okay, you're right.
OG. That's OG though.
That's not good. He's got it. Look at his
There you go.
hair. I mean, look at his hair and the.
The hair is
the
on
hair's-
point.
Yeah, does he get a bonus for hair?
A bonus for the
Fame,
Elvis
but
hair?
Roll 12 for diplomacy, please.
Okay. I'm
Jack,
gonna
How
throw.
much of that did I catch?
Was that?
How much did we get back for?
You probably got back around the time the hand got dropped.
I'm gonna throw 2 willpower into that.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'll throw 2 willpower.
Okay, 2 willpower in, you got 5 left. Really
What the fuck is going on?
a hand of peace.
Well, that didn't go over well. 3?
It's a success. It's a minor success, right?
It is a minor success.
Oh my god.
Looks at it, looks a little disgusted, hands it to an aide. The aide takes it. Her lower limbs subtly gesture, like almost as if like you wouldn't see it unless you were looking for it. Subtly gesture, and the entire line drops their weapons.
The work
Shouldering
of the
back.
peacekeep continues.
I thought they'd like that.
I thank you for your kind gift, Ambassador. Captain, we must speak privately.
My command crew will come with me and we will talk.
I do not know your command crew. Some of them are foreign agents. Do you understand my need for discretion, Captain?
I am no foreign agent.
And what are you, Planar?
Last I checked, the Planar are aligned with the Peacekeep. What problem do you have with my presence?
Indeed you do. Forgive me. I have read the roles of your crew. I know of no Planar stationed aboard the Avalon, let alone one on your command staff. I am confused.
This is my first officer.
What is your name?
Fractal Bright. Captain Fractal Bright.
Eye goes to the aide. I goes back up. I know not this name. She is to be trusted?
Yes.
You are certain? Planar are unpredictable in their motives and their actions.
I've discovered a lot of unpredictability in members of my crew, but this is the Peacekeep. These are all volunteers who've chosen to come together to serve the mission. I trust them.
Then I will trust them. They will not leave this ship unless I am satisfied that we are all on the same team. It is not to be assumed these days. Prepare for transport. The hand goes up, and as her fingers close, you are all transported with efficiency into the captain's quarters. The captain's quarters above the key ray is huge, so much bigger than yours. It is a massive. It is the difference between like a studio apartment and the inside of a concert hall. It is a huge room. The ceiling is built to actually look like a sky. It's playing sky, and it's the sky of Key Ray. The ground has a bit of a sort of grassy texture to it, a little bit of a feel. The whole place has a kind of natural vibe, large. There's a little like sort of dirt area in one corner.
Are there trees?
Yeah. Ooh. There are trees.
Ooh. I automatically like her slightly more.
I think my sister would like this a lot better.
I'm struggling because she reminds me of a professor we had at the academy, and the only reason I got through that class was Lulu. So this is rough, but it's nice.
She steps forward to a window that looks out over the white sphere below the Sanctum, as well as the many Pac-Ha ships that array it. For nearly 15 hours, I have observed, communicated, had meetings just like this one with the captains of each of those vessels. Flame, Planar, Zokotl, Ditopus, Kirei. You are the only Terran. And yet, you are also the only one to discover the information that has so changed our world.
We are inquisitive types.
Some would use that word. I, for instance, would use that word. The captain of that vessel there, he uses the word rash. Captain Diamondi, a planar himself, he would use the word small-minded. Zokotl Horundan, there of the Zokotl Navy, now one of ours, he says you make peace by any means necessary. Of those, he is the one who has had actual encounters with you. I, of course, have never met you, and rarely met any of your kind. However, I wanted to know from you, and understand that when I ask this, it is with great seriousness. Was this a trick? Did you manufacture this information?
Our lifespans may not be that long, but I have spent all of mine serving the Peacekeep.
And yet, here you stand with a brightest eye crew and a planar of which I have never heard. asking me to trust that information that has brought our society to near ruin is itself accurate.
Have you seen it for yourself?
I have.
Could I have faked it?
I do not know.
Captain, may I? The reason you've never heard of me is because I've spent, at the direction of the Pac-Ha, I lost count how long, guarding that information, though I knew not what I was guarding. So, it's pretty real.
You are an agent of the Pac-Ha.
Not anymore.
And this information, I understand it was decoded using the human's mind, or the Terran's mind.
In part. It also went through myself and Captain Bard.
And so you can all be trusted then. Because you all worked together, yes? Because you are on the same page, I must believe you. Do you have proof?
Isn't the slate being gone proof enough?
I wish it was.
If our records go back far enough, Fractal is in them.
Records, yes. Our records, by which you mean the Pac-Ha's records, yes? The records of a species that may never have been a species, who kept secrets on secrets from us. I seek this proof as well. I believe you, but I must have proof, because there are 75 vessels out there that do not. Some yes, some no.
With respect, what does proof mean to you?
Proof means stability.
No, you misunderstand me. I mean, what if this does not constitute proof for you? What constitutes proof?
And her arms sway to the sphere, the Sanctum. That.
What's down there?
I would very much like to know. Wouldn't you?
Oh,
You can
yes.
see her light up almost immediately. It's like a switch.
No one can go down there?
No one has ever gone down there. In the history of the Peacekeep, this system has never been breached by any Pac-Ha ship. Our ships were incapable of even flying into this space. Those locks were removed when the Pac-Ha left. Look at this. And she sort of waves her arm, and a holographic display comes up of the Peacekeep space. You see Terra, you see Kirei, Daito, and all these other planets. And in the center of all of them, Sanctum. And all of their crossing lanes all sort of splot around it, but they never cross into the Sanctum. It's as if we were never supposed to even know it was here. They called it a homeworld. They said that this was the Pac-Ha homeworld, but it's not. This is not a world. This is not even a system. Whatever is there, and it zooms into the Sanctum, cannot be scanned under any frequency. And she sort of sweeps by and just IR, infrared, like all, same thing. All manner of different scans sort of go through, ultraviolet, like all these different scans go through, and they are all the same, just completely negative space. Whatever is in that Sanctum, ideally, will be the answers, will be the very proof you seek. An egg that has never been cracked, inside of which is the yolk of truth. I would crack the egg. I would get that yolk.
We're your crew.
So, it's a big egg?
She speaks metaphorically.
Oh, another word. I got you.
He's learning.
Keep going.
I must ask, how did you, a being such as you, become you
I like the way you talk. Well, not certain, but think I've done all right figuring that out. I was raised by the V.A.S.T. They found me in a ship that crashed on the homeworld, and I was a pupa, very, very small, and I was raised by one of the fathers of the V.A.S.T. And ever since then, that's been my home. And it's not been bad. And that's how I've served with your honorable captain here. And this is part of my crew that we have gone through many trials and fires together.
You poor child. I hope I can bring you closer to home.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm curious about it, but right now home is back at pupil. The eye shines bright.
Yes, I'm starting to get that.
Should I stop doing this?
No, it's very quiet.
It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's working.
You say you will breach the Sanctum. I would have this as well. In fact, I have a bit more of a proposition for you, Captain Bard. The Peacekeep is currently without any stable leadership. I am as close as there is to a leader everyone can get behind. Most know me here. Most were either taught by me, served under me, or have been commanded by me for the last several years. Most fleets, in fact, hierarchies extend to me. I would make that leadership official. I would take control of this military and find a path towards citizen governance on our individual worlds to keep our people united. I warn you, you have been gone some time and perhaps do not understand the degree to which factionalism is already taking hold. The Ditopus are already applying for secession. The Zocodal seek only experience, but have seemingly no interest in attaining a governance that would get us there. Terra most of all needs aid in this time. Old factions, sojourners, returners, are coming back to light in their own ways. I can only be so many places at once, and if we are to crack Sanctum, it is possible I will need to be here for some time. What I need is a agent, a peacekeeper, a peacemaker, capable of moving throughout the Peacekeep and reunifying our people under my leadership, in the hopes that we can come out of the other side of this as a unified people and not as a bunch of worlds that could be taken advantage of by warriors or by Siren. I would not have our planets enslaved. I would not have them taken. I would not have them sold.
I wouldn't either.
And we will need allies like you in the fight ahead. Though, next time, bring something shiny and less dead.
Oh.
Captain, will you ally with me?
Admiral Korbashvar, everything you're describing is what I want. As soon as what happened, I knew there would be some level of chaos, and I have regretted that every day. the Peacekeep may have been built on false foundations, but I still believe in what we can do together. So if I can be of help, that's what I'm here to do.
You will be more than help in the time ahead. You will be a voice for us, a hand for us, and a guiding light for us. I will be in constant contact with your vessel, and I will make sure that anything you do is backed by whatever strength I can offer.
Excuse me, Admiral.
Captain.
What is the position you're planning to take on the Pac-Ha?
We have no name for what I will ideally become. The only name we know is Pac-Ha.
No.
And the beings, if they return, if they're
What do you
found?
plan on doing about the fact that they're gone, that they've disappeared?
I do not know. Their reasons are inscrutable, and their location is even more so. You will forgive me, larger problems and more pressing ones than discovering where they are. When we are unified, when we have a people again, then we can turn our eyes to those that wronged us. Until then.
Admiral. Sorry, go on.
Go ahead.
Admiral, I have one idea. I know many people are not familiar with the brightest eye, which is why I'm here, but I believe instead of following one ruler, which, yes, we have done, there are usually a group of fathers that our culture has looked to, so it never falls upon the responsibility of one single person. Food for thought, as my people would say.
My people have a similar phrase. I seek not dictatorship. Understand. I seek only peace.
Admiral, I should let you know. I believe in the Peacekeep, and I believe in our mission. But I won't be lied to again. And I hope you wouldn't want me to.
I would not.
With respect.
We have a lot of caveats.
No,
No, it's good.
I'm dissatisfied with your answer regarding the Pac-Ha. I understand the point of believing that you have better things to focus on. But we are a team out in the universe that are going to be doing a vast number of different things. It is of great interest to me, particularly, where the Pac-Ha have gone and why they've gone. And I would think, considering the potential threat that they served, you would be concerned as well. If it is not something you can devote your time to, I request any potential information that you may have that may help us or myself do so instead.
The Queen was also curious about this as well.
I believe we have come to something of a mutually beneficial arrangement. Below us, as previously stated, is a treasure trove of information. At the very least, the beginnings of an understanding. If what we discover there is proof of your story, excellent, I can get the military on your side. If what we discover down there is a location, excellent, we know where to point that military. If what we discover is the beginning of a breadcrumb, or of a trail of breadcrumbs, the first in a long line that will require many ships, or many hours, or many people, I cannot devote my resources to this. But if you wish to devote your resources, or you, Captain, wish to dedicate your resources, I will not stand in your way. You will go with my blessing, in the hope that when you do discover what it is you must discover, you will return and you will allow those 75 captains that have been yelling at me to yell at the person they are truly angry at.
That is my intention. Is there any information that you or anyone else here has that we may not be aware of that would assist us in taking that first step?
It is on that place below.
Captain, would you like me to see what I can sense before we actually go to that planet?
I love that. Your species is new to me.
And that, I believe, is a 14.
You're doing a perception listen?
Perception listen.
This is a 14.
Our new friends have some very particular gifts.
Perception?
What was that?
I said our new friends have some very particular gifts.
7.
This one can make coffee.
So a look to the tree where you sort of put your hand on it and are using it to listen. That's a 7. Mm-hmm. It's a full success. So, in listening to the Sanctum below, you hear echoes, not just of the slate of the sort of the technology of the Pac-Ha, which now you've felt the vibrational frequencies of a lot through the Good Idea, Gambit, and everything that you guys went through. But beyond that song, which reminds you of the brightest iron pupil and all of that, you can hear the sort of wailing screams of prisoners.
There are prisoners down there.
What?
Did I just hear
I can
prison?
hear screaming.
And she looks to you. And
I thought
looks
this
to the
was a
tree.
military operation.
How do you know that? What are you? What
Like
are
I said,
you?
gifts.
My species is called the limb. We have an ability to sense
And that is all you
things.
will say at this moment in time.
What? Who are you talking to?
Why are there prisoners here? I thought this was a peaceful meetup.
I do not know.
Not in among
We have
the
had
ships
no
on the
access to this
planet.
base. Please do not misunderstand. These are not our prisoners. If there are people down there, we are going to want to get them out as quickly as possible.
Admiral, that would look very favorably upon the eye if that was taken care of. I
No.
think everybody.
That's what we're here to do.
Okay.
I can sense the tension, so I say to the Admiral, your trees are very nice.
Response.
Are they from your own planet?
They are from my home.
I also travel with trees from my home planet.
Do you?
Yes.
And do they speak to you sometimes?
Yes.
I like to imagine mine do too. It is good to know it is not simply my imagination.
They will speak if you're able to listen.
I assume dimensionality has been attempted.
None have attempted. I've kept them all away. I wanted this to be something you did, Captain Bard. There is
Trust
enough
is
distrust.
inspiring unless you're setting me up for Diamanda.
There is This is not an entirely selfless act. You are the only person capable of handling this proof and displaying it as proof. If others were to find what only you would understand, I might not see it as corroborative evidence, nor as proof. Someone else gets to what you get, what I want you to get to first, I might find myself unable to defend your position, and thus find myself unable to defend the stability I have fought so very hard to maintain on the back of what you insist is not a lie.
I do want to lie detect that, because
Yeah.
if she's trying to set up my new captain, I want to know.
Totally.
We're getting
Totally
the
feel it.
prisoners down in.
They're
You
on
guys have been
the
playing
little
V.A.S.T
planety
long
thing,
enough
the
that you're
planety.
making sure you're not getting screwed, which is a good plan.
I don't
know what you like doing to
I don't
us,
know that
Jake.
that explains to me why you didn't have a planar attempt to just unlock the door, so to speak.
We have been. I have kept every
They didn't
possible
want to go down
being away from this place.
there. They didn't want to go down there themselves.
One small step can quickly become two.
Let's see
I
if
didn't
she's
want
on.
it to get out of hand. We've only been here for 15 hours.
I got 7
15.
again.
15 hours.
What's that?
7.
She is not lying.
Okay.
Okay.
So can I turn to?
Can we-
I'm turning to Lucy Bard.
Yes, not it.
Captain, if there are prisoners down there, if they are helpless, I see we have no choice but to direct all our resources down to that planet and do the right thing right now.
Mind
Why
after
are we
my
waiting?
own heart. Can we transport down there? Has anyone tried? Is there atmosphere on that thing?
I like transporters.
They're very efficient.
They are. You should still
Maybe
have
we
speed.
didn't have them until. Admiral, we accept this mission. Is there anything we need to know about getting down there?
We will be attempting to land on the vessel, land on the Sanctum. We've located what we believe is an entrance and exit port for some kind of vessel, presumably how a Pac-Ha would move from this place to any other. That ingress is ideal. If we can get you there, we'll be moving you there in a shuttle. Ideally, you will then dock with that ingress point, make your way in, and tell us what you find.
Sounds like a plan. Jody can give us those.
We'll be off this. We'll be off this base. We're going somewhere else.
The prisoners are where we're going.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay.
Is there anything else you need? I will keep the rest of them busy. They are going to want to speak to you. They are going to want to know why I am sending a team. I will keep them busy. But we need to move now. Is there anything I can get for you before you go? Any information you need, any equipment?
Just keep in touch with us and let us know anything we need to know.
You got a big shield?
By which you mean
Carapace.
no. But I do have something. And she reaches back into a little little box, opens it up, pulls it out. In return for your kind gift, my own hand of peace. And it's about that big. This thing.
Oh.
It's a little handheld device. It's like a disc. It's got a little button to depress on the disc. Press it.
Yeah.
When you press it, it locks itself to your hand like this.
Ooh.
Sort of like, it's like a magnet. And from it projects a holographic shield. This is a defensive shield that you can deploy on and off from your hand.
Nice.
I
Sweet.
can't get you to wear a uniform. It's the next best thing.
I've got armor and now that'll be good.
That is
And
very nice.
the way the holo shield works is that you can use it, but when you're using it, you can only be using a one-handed weapon, right? So like, say you're using a blaster,
The demo.
that's not really going to work so well because you can't shoot through the thing. But what you can do is you can use it and you can use a sword. You can sword and shield, right?
Sounds great for me.
Or you can sword, or you can just shield up for your whole party.
Okay.
You know, kind of like tank it. There's a couple of different ways to use this.
Nice.
We'll figure it out. All right.
Yeah.
Well-
Okay.
We're ready to go. I just need a word with Noble on the way.
Okay, great. So there's sort of a last moment between Fractal and the Admiral, as the rest of you kind of walk away. I'm sorry to hear that you were used. I've spent 70 years in their service. I also feel used. I know what I would do if I ever saw one of them again. Keep one alive. We need answers. Please.
No promises. What? Sorry.
I don't answer. I just.
She turns around and stares at the space beyond. Get me in contact with the other ships, and the aide sort of walks over and starts the ship. And as you guys walk out, you see all these starship bridges come up on that window. Various captains of various species all there. And as the doors close behind you, you can hear her say, "The Avalon has arrived and Captain Bard is being..."
Captain, she wasn't lying about her intentions.
You can tell that?
Yes.
Wow. That will be useful.
That was more talking I've ever done in my entire life. All right, where are we going? All right.
I need a word with you.
Right now?
Yes.
All right. We're walking as we're going to the ship, right?
Yeah. You're walking towards the ship.
All right.
Ambassador, may I still call you Noble?
Yeah, of course. No, I just...
Noble?
What?
Did you give an order to my crewman just there?
No, I didn't. I said something to a friend.
Was it a suggestion?
Might have been a hint. Look, as much as I'm doing the whole ambassador thing, I don't even know who she is, I don't know what she knows, and I really don't trust her. In fact, you shouldn't either.
Your instincts and your advice will always be welcome, but I am the captain of this ship. We clear?
For now? Yes.
Okay, great. You're probably right. I'm not sure about trusting her.
Look, I mean, really,
But she's...
you have all these ships over here into an egg that can't crack. We're the ones who took the fault for it. I'm just saying. Look.
I want to see inside that thing, though.
I do too. That's why I'm getting...
Can we hear, or is you?
We just got louder,
Yeah,
so I'm going to
yeah.
say, like, at the loud portion of
Yeah,
that
now you
discussion
guys
where
can
we're
hear.
joining the group.
Yeah.
Aaron, show your captain some respect.
Shouldn't the
One
captain
crew?
be the one yelling?
Don't have to.
Because
Go
I
with first
respect
officer.
you, I will respect that. We'll talk about this later.
Nobody on my crew?
I'm piloting the ship, am I?
I'm going to take that as a yes.
So as you guys step into the dock, you step into not the Avalon, but
we're not
a
the
shuttle.
Avalon. Shit.
A shuttlecraft.
Yeah.
Small, sleek little thing, kind of looks like a half moon. You sit inside of it. There's like a one little view screen. It's just a little tiny bridge. It's like a microcosm of the Avalon. There's a space for each one of you. There's no first officer spot on this thing because it's just like a normal thing. But there is there's like a chair behind the captain.
Before I take my seat, I'm gonna kind of like squeeze Noble's shoulder as like I got you.
It's okay.
And you guys begin to head towards the planetoid. And as you head down towards the Sanctum,
See what these bastards are hiding.
what was that?
I muttered, let's see what these bastards are hiding.
And as we head down to see what those bastards are hiding, we cut to black. It's time for a break.
Oh, good. I thought you were about to say we were all dead.
I know, right?
This is much better.
We explode! The
Yeah,
end.
the end.
end
We
up
will
in
be
a
back
well?
for the second half of V.A.S.T. Season 2, Episode 1, The Sanctum, in like 5 or 10 minutes.
Sanctum.
Stick around. We'll see you really soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.
That's right. We don't know what's going on. That's right. We don't know what's going on. That's right.
Hey, welcome back. We're back from V.A.S.T.
So Sanctum is a dance planet party.
Yeah, everyone's
Welcome to Sanctum.
Welcome back to V.A.S.T. We're just gonna, for the second half of this, because I'm straight up losing my voice, because I've been screaming Lady Gaga lyrics all weekend. I'm just gonna play the Lady Gaga set for you all night. It'll be great. You can sing along to applause like we all did. Seriously, it was awesome. Her encore, rather than doing a break where she left the stage and we had to clap, she just played a karaoke version of applause, so the entire 10,000-20,000
really
person
funny.
audience could sing applause at her to
I'm,
get her to
I
come
might
back.
have been
That's
singing
really
it in my
funny.
apartment
It was-
while watching the
It
live
was
stream.
unbelievable.
That's
It was so cool.
well
I
done.
straight up knew very little of the Lady Gaga catalog moving into Coachella. She's just sort of a blind spot for me, and now I feel like an idiot. She's awesome.
She's cool.
Yeah, she's
You have
fucking
come
amazing.
into the light.
Yeah.
Welcome.
It was it's one of the best
It's
shows
bright
I've
and
ever.
sparkling.
I've seen a lot of shows. It was one of the best shows I've ever seen. All right,
She's a good person.
let's have some fun in a weird Pac-Ha sphere.
Hey.
Quote.
Yeah, right. That's a Jackson quote. You can take that one to the Jackson Bank.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, Jackson Banks.
The Jackson Bank, where you can only exchange.
I'll let you
me
exchange my money for
other
Jackson
me's.
bonds.
It's like that.
Wait, we don't get 20s?
No. It's
No.
like that daycare center in Rick and Morty. You just get a ticket or you get a Jackson.
Wait, how many of you are there? Are you like the Pac-Ha? Did you clone yourself?
Yep.
That would actually make a lot of
explain
sense.
a lot.
Yeah.
Only he could.
Oh my
It
god.
would make a lot make sense, wouldn't it?
Oh my god.
Just 7 jobs are being
Yeah.
done by which clone?
God, I wish. Oh
That's
my
why
God.
his.
How
I
I'm
also
gonna get
wish,
a picture.
actually.
Hey
Yeah,
Jack,
for
I
me.
need you to just look straight for me real quick.
Just straight in the like that.
Straight in the camera, right? That's it.
What are you
Look his eye. They're glowing.
Yep, it's
Yep.
pretty
It's
weird.
freaky.
I'm gonna share this with everybody. But I'm sure everybody if my phone doesn't die. But if anyone's watched Supernatural, maybe you have. Good show, check it out.
I'm wondering where this
He
is
is
going.
looking like a shapeshifter every time his eyes pops up, and it's
It's on our monitor.
Yeah, it's on
yeah.
our monitor.
Oh,
Audience
yeah.
cannot see it.
Ah.
It's
Oh,
so
do you have like the white balance level?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know how this works, the way camera exposure works, like white, sometimes like they'll put like the pixelized stuff on it.
So I'm
It's
just
all-
saying, did he come back from Coachella? Maybe he didn't. Maybe this isn't Jackson.
Desert.
That's right.
entirely
Lady
new.
Gaga.
This all went sideways
It was
very
during applause.
quickly.
It's really Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay,
Yes.
we're paying attention now.
Oh no, my cookie.
Oh no, my cookie.
The instant ship from
No,
like, no,
no,
we're on
wait.
task.
Quote of the
Go.
night.
I hope that was in
Charger?
character.
Yeah, I think it's we.
Yeah.
got power.
Good.
welcome to the Sanctum. As you, can we turn up the Sirenscape a little bit? Thank you once again to Sirenscape for your amazing music.
Sirenscape!
You're amazing. Thank you. It's perfect. Thank you. White walls, blue glow. Like everything the Pac-Ha does, all pulsing with this same mysterious energy. As your vessel arrives closer and closer to this thing, what once sort of seemed like maybe a small moon now really does start to feel like a planet. It has its own gravitational pull. The ship starts to sort of get pulled into it as you get closer, Noble, meaning that you are going to have to roll for piloting. Because this is no longer a simple maneuver. You're actually having to lock this thing into geosynchronous orbit.
All right.
With the entrance.
Okay.
So, this is just standard piloting check, which
Right.
for you is a 30. You boosted some stats on the off season.
Yes, I did.
Noble's been spending a lot more time in the. I'm really gonna tell you got to start moving to digital dice for some of these rolls.
It's all right. All right.
This is
Set this up.
insane.
Done. That's
Wow,
it. 30
man.
are rolled. All right.
Wait, you have 10 piles?
Yep. 10 piles.
That's
What?
genius.
No,
Thank
I
you.
do too.
I love
It
it.
makes it go faster.
Work that out with a friend who
I
we
love
might
it.
meet soon. That's all I can say at this point in time. Da-da-da.
Great when friends have lots of dice you can borrow.
And bomb, baby,
They are
bomb.
really beautiful dice.
They're
Exactly.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Look at
Those
this
are
one.
like there's a lot
Look
of
at the
overlap
green
with my
ones.
dice actually.
I
I
want
have
to know what
two of the same
Yeah,
sets.
they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous dice. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12.
Not good.
That is real good.
Yeah.
So, again, for those of you who haven't really figured out how my macros work, check the chat. We always have somebody in there to help describe how the system works, because obviously it's a homebrew system, and I haven't gotten all that information out to you guys. But easiest way to think of it is if you get above a 10 on a roll, you've done real good on that roll. If you get below a 3 on that roll, you did not do a very
done
good job.
biffed it.
And anything in the middle of that, you've done biffed it. And anything in the middle of that acts as sort of stage of success upon which I can make some moves. So, that 13, outstanding success. The shuttle achieves geosynchronous orbit just above the entrance.
Perfect. We're here.
All right,
Well.
Noble, take us in, please.
You got it.
The entrance does not open.
Oh, hold on. We have any scanners on this thing?
You do have scanners on it. If you Nidar is over
Yep.
at your scanner control if you'd like to roll. for it.
Captain, forgive
Let's
me.
do it.
Didn't the admiral
so
say
this
that all
is-
scanners
hold
had
on.
failed?
Yeah, but maybe from this distance we'll have more luck.
The actual scanners on this thing aren't so hot, and they're locked to not get into this thing. They've tried all manner of scans, and they haven't really been able to get through. However, Nidar has a certain other kind of scan.
Yeah, I could do. I mean, should I just scan to see if there's anyone there? If there's anyone that is behind this? Is it like a wall? What are we looking at? A wall?
Yeah, you're essentially looking at the side of this sphere.
Can he-
There's a small circle, essentially the size of a shuttle.
Nada, what can you tell me about this?
Can I also request that you scan? Are you able to scan and see if there are any defenses on the other side? Any direct danger
If
posed?
there's anything,
to
yeah, I could
attempting to
do a
enter?
danger check, right? So I could do like a general perception danger sort of check.
Yeah, it's a telepathy scan. I mean, it's
Okay.
your standard kind
Yeah,
of
that's
reach
like
out.
19. Is that 19?
No, man, that's 24.
Oh, 24.
Yeah.
Captain, would you also like me to see what I can sense now that we're closer?
Absolutely. If you can get anything more about those prisoners.
Okay, I'm gonna be doing that then.
Okay, great. You're doing a listen.
Yeah, perception
Wildly.
list.
Yeah, you've got two. You have the scanning buddies here.
Yep, we're the scan team.
Scan team. Team scans.
Team
So
scans.
just to clarify, we are above a space station, above this giant egg-like planet.
The egg is the space station.
Oh, I see.
It's all
a
one and the
massive
same.
space
Just
station.
one big sphere.
Apologize. Thank you. That makes sense. Okay.
Which was supposedly the homeworld of the Pac-Ha.
Right.
Who
It's
knows what it is? And apparently there's something screaming in
Wow.
there.
Right. How we doing?
I got a massive roll. I got 19.
Yes!
Oh,
Wow!
Wow, I'm
Wow.
sorry.
Snap,
Wow.
son.
Brainiac.
Ah,
Whoa.
It's the roll of the game.
Whoa.
7.
Ha! Well, okay, so the screams are
kind of
louder.
Yeah.
Okay, am I getting any actual words
Yeah,
now?
yeah,
Ooh.
you are. We're gonna get to that in just a
Okay.
second. Okay. Actually, hold on.
Oh. We get our first whisper.
Whisper.
Whoa. Whisper. I'd like to take this moment.
broken.
I'd like to take this moment to let you know that that speech earlier was not me, and I give full credit to Max Isaacson.
Max.
Queen.
Queen!
Queen.
All
All hail the Queen.
Queen.
Visionary Destroyer. He sent me a little message to send to the galaxy. So, back to the show.
All right. Hold on for 1 second on that. So, Nidar, you reach out. Your suit has been upgraded with a whole bunch of tall Klee technologies.
Yeah,
Because
it
the
has.
suit is essentially a creation of Hans before you left.
Great.
Hans sort of took great lengths to prepare his friends to go out in the world and make more friends. So, he has given you these this suit that has a little bit more capability. One of those capabilities you guys see are these little limbs that come off the side of it, almost like arms. Each opens up into a little scanner dish, and proceeds to scan on all
Sound
manner
like
of
little
frequencies.
flowers.
Yeah, they're little flowers hanging off of it, that reach in and scan, and you hear in Hans's voice,
Little Hans flowers.
"Scanning. I am scanning," and it scans around. And as you reach out and as you sort of like
Hans,
feel
old
this
buddy.
out, you get 3 pieces of information for that 19.
All
That's
right.
insane. The first is you find a trigger for the door. The door is actually built. This whole place is essentially built like a brain. It's all interconnected pieces, almost like a mind, right? Or a bunch of minds on your planet. You locate among those nodes one node for the door. You also find a secondary node, which itself is hidden behind a lot of levels of encryption. This you would actually need to like get into and physically alter to like deal with. But it seems to be the trigger for a defense mechanism. The last thing that you get is really, really, really deep within the place. You're getting a ping of like psychic energy. This isn't part of the mind that is this station. This is like a being or something, or
Okay.
at least the shadow of a being, something that was there if it's not still there. You can't figure out what it is. It's a species you've never encountered before. Seems kind of amorphous, scattered, open, strange. Meanwhile, Pac-Ha has sort of closed all of her eyes. You'll see at the top of Pac-Ha's face, when you sort of look at the concept art, right? She has sort of 3 layers of eyes. That top layer, those are the ones that open while the rest of her eyes are closed. Those are her listening organs. They aren't actually eyes, they just look like eyes.
Wow.
And through them you can see the membrane vibrating.
So cool.
Oh, weird.
When she opens her eyes, she's got a word.
There's a word they keep screaming over and over. Crow?
Crow?
Yes. Does that mean something to you?
I knew a crow.
Is there a reason he would be here? Or she?
Oh. The last time I saw him, he was a prisoner.
Well, it doesn't seem to make sense for a prisoner to be screaming their own name over and over, so that might not be the prisoner that I'm hearing.
Is it one person you're hearing screaming?
It's
or-
multiple. It's a lot of voices.
And they're all screaming
many
the same
voices.
What
thing?
is the language? Is there?
Actually, what is
Many different languages.
many different languages?
All peacekeep.
All peacekeep.
Whoa.
Who's Crow?
Who's Crow? Yeah.
The last person who killed a Pac-Ha on my ship.
Want to tell the story real quick? Just for anybody who might not remember.
Early on in my command, we had an officer who was unhappy with our orders and unhappy with my leadership, and he took matters into his own hands. He murdered the Pac-Ha on our ship, and it nearly killed all of us.
Oh.
Our engines went out of control. We went flying into the slate. That was the first time I entered brightest eye space. We barely escaped.
So-
And he was handed over for justice.
You didn't
to the
execute him
Pac-Ha.
yourself?
That's not how I do things.
Oh,
Okay.
strange.
Mr. Chance.
Well, seems like they remember.
Could be something else, but
Is it a common name?
I don't know.
Is this
No.
where he was?
No.
Is
Not
this where he
Where
was sent?
Yeah.
I never knew. We went back to the Karay peacekeep outpost.
Taka, are they screaming or chanting? What's the tone here?
They're
More
screaming.
more of a scream than a chant.
They're
Oh, great.
screaming. They're
Screaming.
not. This isn't a happy word for them.
So the door's stuck, right? Okay.
But we know we
What
have a
did you
trigger,
learn,
so we found there is a trigger to open the door. But I'm trying to figure out a way we can actually access it.
You said there was a defense mechanism
there-
too.
there
Shouldn't
is
that
a
be?
defense
Are you
mechanism.
able to disable that from here?
I don't think I can, right? I don't think I can. Can I disable the defense mechanism? It's a
Disabling the
mechanical
defense
thing.
mechanism from
Yeah.
here, no, but you can
And
open the door.
They're both mechanical mechanisms, though.
Yes,
aren't they?
the
But
door.
I know where the
the
door
door is actually like built into the wall itself, so it's
Got
more
it.
accessible to you.
Is there-
Deeper past this, you're getting into shielding systems that you're
Okay.
gonna need.
Wait, but is the defense mechanism isn't directly tied to the door? Is what I'm
No.
asking. Okay.
So we can open the door.
You can open the door without triggering the defense mechanism right away.
That's
The defense mechanism is once you're inside.
We can open the door. I know how. Do you want us to do it?
Do it.
Let's do it. I will warn you, the last time we saw Major Crow, he was unhinged and unhappy. And while his distrust of the Pac-Ha may have proved accurate, I don't trust him at all.
Well,
What species is it?
this crew I think's ready for a tussle.
He was
New
a
word.
Titopus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Titopus.
Don't
Nidar.
want to get that wrong.
Let's
Yeah,
open the door.
Titopus.
Yeah.
Nidar, go ahead and roll for telepathy control. This
Okay.
is a 19, please.
This is 19. Okay.
Right, because he had the gas suit and Sarah punched a hole in it.
I moved the shield gadget to the outside of my hand.
7.
Lock it there.
I rolled a
You
7.
move it to the outside of your hand. And
Yeah,
lock
so
it
you can
here.
actually use the shield. Yep, got it.
So I rolled a 7.
All right, that's a full success. The door opens on either side, revealing a spherical port through which you can enter.
Can I make a stealth roll, please?
Absolutely. Just for yourself?
Wasn't aware I could roll stealth rolls for other people.
No, I mean just because you're in a ship. So like the only people that are looking for you. I'm just trying to understand the context of the role.
Well,
You're
you
just
don't
trying
know
to-
if anybody's in there. Like,
Right.
the element of surprise is sometimes very important.
Totally. It's just you're in a ship. So like, you could stealth out. Only reason I'm saying this is like, say you disappear, as it were. You roll a really high stealth check. Mm-hmm. Those 4 are still seeable, as well as the ship itself. I'm just making sure you're not attempting to mask the entire ship.
Oh no, just myself.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Cool. So you can roll for that. That is essentially a dimensionality check. 'Cause you're trying to disappear. So 20, please.
Oh, okay.
Another one of your high rolls.
I don't know. I've had a pretty 50-50 success rate with stealth rolls, so we'll see how this goes.
I have to call out your character art, which is unbelievably beautiful.
It's
Thank you,
cool.
Tom Campana.
Isn't it
Oh,
great?
I know.
Great.
New art by John Campana. Absolutely killing it.
Love
Doing
it.
amazing
Good.
work on
that
all of our characters.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Right?
I love the Takashi. He looks so cool.
I love all of them.
I mean, I love all of them, but I'm also being selfish and just
I
really
get
love
that.
the Takashi.
I
Oh, look, there it is.
definitely
Love
get
it.
that.
That's a 12.
Yes.
Oh,
Wow. Fractal seems to turn and disappear.
What?
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 I'm still here.
Okay.
It's just in case.
God, I still
It's a
can't get used to
precautionary
that.
measure.
That makes sense.
Do I need to roll to see if I can still censor? Because I remember. Okay, yeah.
No, we'll since she wants you to be able to censor, you can censor.
So I'm just like with one of my non-robot arms.
Was that a thumbs up?
Can your
Sure.
can your robot arm not give a thumbs up?
It probably can. It's probably a lot more threatening though.
Yeah.
My robot arm is pretty
This is a
badass.
nice thumbs up.
Okay, you fly the ship into the portcullis.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys fly in, and it closes behind you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Inside, the place is all dark right now. But your scanners indicate that there is a floor here that the ship can be landed on. The ship narrows to a smaller corridor ahead through which the ship cannot fit.
Atmosphere?
There is atmosphere.
You want me to set her down?
Please.
All right.
Radar, let me know if anything changes with that defense system.
All right.
Ship lands, settles, and as it does, opens out the back with like a door for you guys to get out.
All right. Well, I'll lead the way.
Careful.
What?
Orders, Captain.
Oh yeah.
Noble stands up, heads for
go
the
in.
door.
Let's go out.
Now you can go.
Sorry.
Quick check. Any of you guys pull weapons?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull my Pac-Ha and my. I'm assuming I kept the weapons I had before.
Yeah,
I brought them with me.
you have everything plus the gunner.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not-
I might need the stats for that gun arm.
I
We'll see what
honestly
happens.
have
I'm
no weapons
I'll
listed here,
apply
so I
it.
forget what I
Yeah.
have other
Do
than
I
the
have
sword
weapons
arm.
on my-
Is
That's
that it?
that's your
archery
thing, and then that
weapons.
can act as a projectile weapon as well.
Oh, you can projectile.
I'll armor up.
Yeah,
and
but
draw.
it takes stuff like off of her because it's part of it. What's up?
I'll armor up and draw.
Okay, you armor up and draw.
Do I
Yeah,
know how
I
to
mean, I have
armor up?
electric
I
prod,
assume.
right?
Well, so this is the first thing. Your prod has been replaced.
Yes.
You now
You don't get no prods anymore, man. You get the real deal. The
you now
Hans.
have a tall Klee laser.
Whoa! Nice.
Hans, old buddy. Wow.
The aim
Hansa Claus has been good to us.
Applause.
the aim does an 8,
Okay.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's pretty good.
but the damage
We'll work on
is a 2. Real low damage. But here's what it does do. Once you hit with it, it does 2 damage every turn to that character.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Okay.
It's essentially and it can't kill. It's a non-lethal damage thing.
Okay.
But it essentially works like it's like a chemical compound that's inside the light beam. So the light beam delivers the chemical compound. The chemical compound then acts as essentially a burning agent that operates on armor and then on skin and then acts toward the paralysis of the individual.
Ooh.
Like not permanent paralysis, but temporary paralysis.
Great.
It's a medical weapon essentially.
Jack, mechanics question. So if he shoots someone twice, does it do 4 each round?
No.
Like it doubles?
No.
Okay.
It's a 2 each
Two each
round.
round.
It's a 2 each round, sort of no matter what.
Okay.
Because the stackability of that could get out of control.
Insane,
Basically.
yeah.
I would also like
shoot
to
you
armor
before
up
you die.
since I have the cool new Peacekeep armor.
Peacekeep
stuff.
armor
Keep
for
armor.
Taka. I'm gonna give
Yeah.
you some armor. Hold up.
I have armor already, so I'm just assuming I'm wearing it.
Yep.
'cause no one else can.
Scatterbeams would be available for anybody who wants them, but I'm not sure if you can wield more than
I don't know if I can wield anything.
Yeah.
I have like 5 guns now. I'm okay.
Use your mind to levitate.
I could levitate the gun.
Good.
Hold my sword. All right. That was
Don't
easy.
No,
have
actually,
to
I only have 4 guns. I only
That'll
have
have to
4
happen at one
guns.
point.
Oh yeah. We might do
Well,
like a
one for
cannibal
each
special or
hand.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can only actually use 2 at a time, but
Okay, so
yes.
you now have an armor and uniform, which takes your armor to 6. Your armor was
2.
Yeah, was 2 at the time. So a little bit better.
Yay.
And you pull the scatter pistol and the limb gun. Is that the idea?
And the scatter pistol and the Pac-Ha multi-weapon.
The Pac-Ha multi-weapon?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't know how that compares to my gun arm, because I don't know this.
Yeah. So the gun arm has a similar weapon to Nidar's insofar as it's like a tall clee build, but
Okay.
this thing is like a deadly laser. This is
Yay.
a killing weapon, which Hans was not happy about making you at all. And so part of the point of this gun is, or part of the point of this thing is like it doesn't like to use that weapon, but it will use it if you command it to.
Okay, what's targeting and...
I'm giving it to you in a sec.
Okay.
Because these are like adapted medical.
Yeah, that's
It's basically the tall equivalent of a burning cannon.
Okay.
I have a sonic scalpel. It's great.
The aim's a 5.
You can like shave some.
Yeah.
The damage is a 10.
Yeah.
It does huge damage.
Okay,
it's a
so
very deadly weapon.
So I'm using that and the multi-weapon, because
Okay.
those are my nicest.
So one of Takah's arms, the robotic one, opens up at the end and reveals kind of like Iron Man style a cannon underneath it, where her hand once was. Her hand basically folds back into a cannon.
Nice.
Just as a reminder, non-lethal damage unless absolutely necessary for the preservation of life. We're all clear?
Understood.
And the hand suddenly just goes, understood. And the laser becomes a flashlight.
Do that
Shining
again.
down the corridor.
Fantastic.
Have I heard this before?
No.
Do the
Did your
again.
arm just talk?
You heard that too?
Yeah.
Is that Han's voice? Is it?
I'm going to pull the scatter pistol.
You
Actually, you
repeat.
know what? I'll pull a limb gun, because that does
That
paralysis
small,
damage.
thin
Okay,
son of
cool.
a-
Pull the limb gun.
I turn on my shield, armor up. Boop.
All right.
Cool.
So, y'all head down the way.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yep. Once again, bringing up the rear.
Did you nod when I said that about non-lethal?
I had understood.
All right. As you head down the hallway, you get closer, Nidar, to the thing that you encountered previously. That defense system.
This is the defense thing. Great.
Is it still dark?
Yes.
Then I am using the weird talking flashlight arm.
Yep. It's guiding your way. The white walls go, but there doesn't seem to be any power going through them.
Are we able to see the defense mechanism thingy? Or can we
You cannot see much in the dark.
Okay, but I can.
tell
I
us-
know where it
You-
is.
Yeah, you can scan for it. You know where it is.
Okay.
You can tell us what we're walking into.
It's down. It's basically down the end of a long hallway, but the hallway itself is, there's basically like, there's a defense mechanism somewhere around here. At the end of the hallway is this thing.
Okay.
Is like the control for the thing.
Okay.
Okay, I'm shining the light
That's
that
all
way
you've got
then.
right now.
Yeah, Captain. I mean, I don't know how at this point to turn off this defense mechanism. It is down. The way to access it is down this long hallway. I'm afraid we may be. My fear is that what if we are standing in a barrel of a gun?
That wouldn't be the best situation, no.
Is there any way to tell what it's triggered by? Is it movement or pressure or?
Do we have any scan? I don't have any electronic way to electronically scan anything, right?
Well, I mean, you've got the new suit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Give it a shot.
All right, let's do that.
Okay,
Yes.
Nidar, this is.
Yeah.
We're gonna make a new
too
thing
soon,
for you
man,
here,
too
which is your
soon.
suit scan. It's gonna
Good
work
idea.
differently than your telepathy.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, because this is more of like a science scan.
That's correct.
Right,
This is
okay.
more of a science scan. This
Loving
comes
them.
down to your intelligence and your wits, your computers, your academics, and your science.
I love that we're continuing a long tradition
11.
of like someone just randomly being my science officer. Ever since Crow went crazy, it's just been a series of fill-in science officers, and you've all been brilliant.
Oh, Crow.
You'll keep getting better at science just to work with Lucy Bard, and then die or leave. It's the worst.
I can't.
roll-
I said before, it's like the Defense Against the Dark Arts
It is.
position
It is.
on the Avalon.
It is.
All right.
Your
so
new Science Officer Voldemort. Somebody, like, this is how you know you're working at Geek and Sundry. To my right, somebody literally just audibly gasped when I said the word Voldemort, like he was gonna show up.
I had to stop myself from going, "He who shall not be named."
Yeah. All right.
All right, so
Voldemort.
Captain, this helmet / suit thing I'm in is fairly new, but I roll a 6 and
Down the corridor, you can perceive a series of plates. They are, in fact, pressure plates that move all the way down the corridor. Once you step 1 foot ahead of where you are right now, like you literally reach out with one of your little limbs to stop Noble from stepping on one of these and pull him back, this whole place is rigged to do something. Can't tell what. If it's the barrel of the gun, if it's something else, you're not sure, but there are pressure plates that are built to stop exactly your
Do
kind of
two-dimensional
universe.
beings have actual weight?
No, you don't.
Yes!
Okay. I'm gonna go see if I can find something to turn it off.
Good. Well, so he knows where that power source is.
And you're floating.
You're
right?
hovering.
I'm floating, so maybe we can go together.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Captain.
Yeah. So wait. If I step forward, whatever
Yeah.
this goes
You
off.
can't.
Don't step forward.
Don't step forward.
Don't do that.
Nidar and I, because he can float and I have no actual weight, can go to the other side and see if we can turn this off together.
Right.
I'll provide light from back here.
That's fantastic.
Maybe proceed?
idea. Be careful. Yeah, please.
Let's do it. Shine that light there, Taka.
So as Taka shines the light, you each head down you head down to the end of this corridor.
I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind over the visual of a floating brain in a jar talking to nothing
Yeah.
as it walks down the hallway.
I
Floats
love
down the
it.
hallway.
It looks like just Nidar floats along down the hallway.
As he talks to himself.
Yeah.
Why this certainly is a dark place. Do you guys want to say anything to each other as you guys head down this dark hallway? Do you have anything you want to say?
Sure, we can do. I have to admit, I've never quite seen anything like you, or not seen anything like you, Fractal Blake. I'm very curious.
I could say the same, but mostly because I've been staring at ice for thousands of years. But I think together we can manage to get us a little bit farther in here.
Let's do this.
You hit a computer terminal. It's a small energy source. It doesn't actually appear to be like active. It's just there and it's like waiting to be activated. So taking it offline, it's kind of a crapshoot. Like you can try to do an engineering play on it. You can try and just destroy it. Anything you want to do. How do you want to handle it? You find basically the remains of, or the beginnings of a computer system there, but it hasn't gotten power because it hasn't been tripped yet. It's like a latent system.
Well, sorry, I'm confused. If it doesn't have power, how is it active?
The only way it would be active is if those plates were activated, right? That would
Yeah.
run
That
power
means
to this system.
that means
which
it's
would
not
activate.
the thing that we need to turn off. Because
Well, I mean, it's the thing that will turn on whatever it is to get them down there. So basically, either you guys need to get them over these pressure plates, or you need to find a way to make sure that when they do step on the power plates, this thing doesn't get activated.
Like cut the connection.
So,
or
yeah.
something.
Or you can let them step on the pressure plates and then try to deal with the thing from here once it's activated.
It's never good.
See, I've seen Indiana Jones too many times. That seems like a very bad
That
idea.
seems like a bad idea.
Up to you.
Pull the shit.
As Matt
I
Mercer is
can't-
fond of saying, how do you want to handle it?
Well,
How do you want to handle this?
That's
How
all
do you
we're
want to
killing
How do you
things.
want to do this?
That's why we kill
trying to
things.
kill
As Matt Mercer
Yeah.
is not at all fond of saying,
Does my dimensionality?
how do you want to handle this?
Should she go
my
inside?
dimensionality other people?
We've dealt with it before. Yeah, you can. It's hard, but you can.
Okay.
Well,
What do you find down there?
So
well, there's a computer terminal here. It's
I look up.
not turned on. Can Fractal Bright? Can she go? Would there be any benefit for her going past this wall? Is there anything past this that she could see?
Can she dimension slip through the wall?
I mean, she could. You have no idea what's beyond it.
I don't know if that would help. We could do another science scan for the.
well, no one is standing on the pressure plates right now. I say we just trip them, because no one's actually on them right now. So
Hey, you
if we
want
know
me?
they're plates and that's where it's localized.
Hey, You want me to step on this thing?
No.
All right.
yes.
Well, I don't know how to help.
So wait,
You want me to shoot it?
Yeah, that'll help.
Interesting.
Oh, that's interesting.
Really, that's gonna help?
Well, we could set off the pressure plate and...
can you just disable it from that end?
I
Well,
don't
it's not
know.
responding.
We're not sure if we disable. It's not powered on currently. We're not sure if attempting to disable it would activate the trap or not.
Well, we're pretty sure stepping on the plates would.
It's your call, Captain.
We'll take cover down here if you guys can try to take out that terminal.
Copy that.
Copy that. All right. So should I try to just do another scan with the terminal, see if there's anything I can figure out?
You tell me what you want to do.
Let's do that.
So you're trying to scan the terminal
I'm
again.
going to scan the terminal again and see if there's anything
Okay, 11.
that will give us 11.
If all else fails, we'll shoot it.
I have some science. Can that
That's
help?
generally
You
a
wanna
good
try?
policy.
So
doing
you are
okay.
going to roll.
Maybe have a little. It's probably not much, but
I rolled it.
This is more an engineering check,
That's crazy.
which you're actually pretty good at.
I rolled a 10, right? There's 2 10s. There's no ones.
I have computers too. I forgot about that.
And hacking.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Somebody's gonna need to hack. Yeah.
I forgot.
It's not me.
Oh, my hackers.
Yeah.
17.
Those were amazing.
Cool.
So you'll aid Nidar on this.
I got a 10
Whoa!
Damn
really?
straight.
Out of 11.
out of 11.
Doesn't really need my aid, so.
Big science check, Nidar.
I
Well
suddenly become
done.
a science officer.
Dang, man.
You all along.
It was in me all along.
Watch out, he's gonna spontaneous.
You're the science officer.
He's gonna
Yeah,
spontaneously
you didn't do that
combust like a Spinal Tap drummer.
I got a 6.
Okay, well that's gonna push him up 2 levels, so 12.
Wow,
Great.
that's a good one.
Yeah, kick butt, guys. You scan in. This thing actually sends now in prongs into the system, which sends through. You're feeding that telepathically into Fractal,
Great.
so that Fractal can kind of see what's going on. You see technology that's actually relatively familiar to you. Old school Pac-Ha networking. This is like their oldest tricks. Essentially, they have latent power that is coursing through the thing at all times, but for power efficiency's sake, it only goes to the place it's needed. You guys actually saw something really similar to this on the Pac-Ha vessels that you found that could only have room, only had energy on in like one room at a time because they were built for one occupant. So really all you need to do is surge the energy to this place and then destroy the conduit, which you're able to do simply by the nature of like having done this scan. So you scan in, you surge the power over. When Fractal says now, Nidar, you clip it off and essentially block the power to this entire area. So now like the power should be directed to the trap, but instead, the trap, it just lights up the whole room.
Great.
Sweet.
It
Yes.
becomes white and blue and beautiful, and all the pressure plates lock together like a walkway.
Should I not shoot it?
Captain, it's safe to come across now.
Well done. Thank you.
All right, that would have been a bad idea.
All right.
Can we cross now?
Yes, come on down.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
my
good.
God.
Walk down.
And then the brain high fives the
Empty space.
empty space.
Invisible high
Oh, it's like
five.
that. Yeah. I do the Liz Lemon. I do
Fine.
I myself.
All right, awesome. So you move outward past the corridor, and as you do,
Thank you.
the place seems to open up to a large sort of central, let's call it a sort of a central internal corridor, a big, deep, like Cloud City, right? Like big, deep circular area goes way down and way up to the top of the sphere and the bottom of the sphere. Seemingly miles up and down. Across this, inside, you can see line after line after line of cells.
Damn.
These cells go up and up and up and down and down and down.
Huh.
And inside of them, you can hear screams and yells a cacophony of sound, all coming from this area. Prisoners of the Pac-Ha left here when it left.
This is their jail, and their captors are gone.
Okay.
Oh, they must be starving. All right. Can anyone see a central control?
Real quick. We don't want to let them out right now, do we?
If they're prisoners,
That
it
would
might
be
not be
inadvisable.
safe.
Pretty dangerous, but we have to rescue them at the same time.
Right, we don't know any of these species. I'm just saying, 5 of us, thousands of them.
Roger that. We're not hitting let them all out at once. But we have to do something. This is inhumane.
Yeah, well, is there anything you can check in the computer to see who these people are, what these things are?
Are they? Can we hear them saying "screaming crow" at this second?
Yeah, there are. You guys want to roll perceptions to like
Yep.
Yeah.
get the listen? Let's just
Should I do perception list?
yeah. Let's just do a general perception check down the line. Noble, your perception is 10. Nidar, your perception is 24.
24.
Fractal, your perception is 10. Taka, your perception is 14. Captain Bard, your perception is.
I have 9. Is that up?
Where am I? Why am I not seeing your perception check? Do you not have a perception? That's interesting. Hold on a second.
I think my perception's only 10.
I wrote down 9, but that was many games ago, so... it
Yeah,
might be
I'm gonna
higher
make you a
today.
new one. Hold on.
Okay. Because we leveled up.
Yeah.
What's your perception?
24, but I only rolled 11. Damn, that's okay.
11 is an
Should be good.
outstanding
Yeah, it should be good.
15.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Can I try something else though?
Totally. Instead of a perception check, what do you want to do?
Is there a planar anywhere in the immediate vicinity that I can see?
That's gonna be a perception check.
Oh, okay. What? Oh, okay.
So based on that roll, we can check that.
Oh, okay.
3.
3.
Yep.
Okay. Not seeing much. You basically see what I described.
Okay, got it.
7 again.
Hey.
My dice are consistent.
The screaming of crow was definitely coming from here.
Well, that's all I get.
But I mean, you're getting a lot more of that kind of sound. You hear the word crow. You hear the word gone. You hear the word
Gone?
taken. Yep.
Gone, take it. Do I hear intent behind it?
It's just they're furious.
Oh.
There's anger. Here.
Okay.
8,
9?
9, and
And I rolled 11.
he notices it, but you notice just behind one of the cells, like high up. All of these cells are active, but for one, and it's down. It's high above you, like too far to walk or jump. It's like 30, 40 stories above you.
30, 40 stories.
It's empty, basically.
Wow. Okay.
So mine's a 2, so I'm not gonna be able to help at all. But
No,
well, can I
One
get up
cell
there?
is empty.
So
you could.
I would like, Captain. I can get up there and check on what's going on.
If you can do it safely, we should know. But first things first. Can I call out?
Yeah.
Okay. Big Jake, can you hear me?
Captain, this is Big Jake. I am reading you loud and clear. How are you, Captain?
We have a bit of a situation. We have a lot of dangerous prisoners who need rescuing. Can you start preparing the medical bay and a whole lot of security?
Yes, Captain. Would you like me to inform the Admiral?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna need
Excellent.
some
I will
help.
do. I'm sure we'll be able to get medical facilities aboard the Key Ray as well.
There
Anything
are-
else you need?
Hundreds of them.
Wait,
My God.
Captain. Why?
Why?
If we're already inside, why do we need to transport them out? Why can't we just bring help in?
That's a really smart idea.
It seems
true, my-
it seems much less dangerous to leave them where they are. I understand your desire to care for them, but that does not necessarily need to be done aboard your own ship.
And
That's a
I'm
very good point. I don't like
they're
this place,
very
and I was kind of letting
angry.
that get to me. Big Jake, belay that last.
Yes, Captain.
Prepare some rescue medical crews to come down here as soon as we give the all clear. It is not yet clear, but as soon as we give the word, we're going to need a whole lot of doctors.
Yes, Captain. I will get the fleet working on doctors right away.
Hey, Nidar, get over here.
Avalon out.
Get over here, Nidar.
Good call.
I'm looking at the computer terminal.
Just don't like
Can
this
you
place.
access this computer terminal and just see species of who
What
these
computer terminal are you talking?
Wait, isn't there a computer
I
terminal?
asked if there was one, but we didn't find
Oh,
it.
I'm so
Silent,
sorry.
yeah.
My mistake. Retcon.
Captain, they're very angry.
You're
and-
basically on the edge of a
Oh.
cliff
You want me to
up
go
and
up
down.
there?
Oh,
and
okay,
see while
okay.
you do whatever
Cliff.
else?
Do you have a communicator?
Yeah. You all have communication,
Okay.
like for each other.
Be safe, but yeah, if you can find out what's up there, that would.
You want to try to teleport up there?
More dimensionality.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I've got it here. It says 20.
Okay, go for it.
So,
Ooh, well, that's much better.
Yeah.
I like that a lot better.
Nice.
Holy shit. All right.
Captain, based on what
That was okay.
Pac-Ha learned,
15.
15?
Yeah.
Dang.
Crits everywhere.
Awesome.
wow.
Fractal looks up at the empty window, disappears. We'll come back to you in a second. Keep going.
No, could we assume that is that Crow's cell? Would he have been here? Is this where he was sent?
I think it must have been. I never knew what they did with their prisoners.
They're saying taken and gone. I don't know if they mean the Pac-Ha who were here or.
Is he the one
Crow?
doing the taking or the one who was taken?
You know, I'll say this: for Brightest Eye, usually we don't take too many prisoners, but
We usually kill them, yes.
I think it's really strange to find out who they are and why they're locked up. If we can find some kind of record or something to find out who these are, well, it'll probably help us out.
Well, Fractal will probably have some information when she gets up there.
Hope she's okay.
To that point, Fractal, you arrive in the cell. When you appear in the cell, roll perception. Roll fast, just so I know what you see. It's a 10.
Perception sucks. Okay.
If you want to be extra investigative, you always have that 7 willpower.
Yeah, let's put like 3 extra in there.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. 10. No,
10.
13.
13.
Investigation. Roll. Investigation.
4.
In
3 willpower.
Okay.
It's a success.
I know, but a small one.
Yeah.
It's a BB success.
Better
Nah,
to.
whatever.
A prison where people haven't
Okay.
fed in 4 weeks.
Sounds like home.
3 weeks? 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Could have
So-
been automated.
What was it?
What did I say? 4.
4. Minor success. It's a prison cell. You can see the what's left of a like disassembled Ditopus containment suit, which are these little sort of clockwork Pac-Ha mechanical things. It's been disassembled and it's kind of in pieces. Strange kind of burn marks around it on certain sides, like it was forcibly disassembled.
From the outside.
Yes. You also see the rest of the place is essentially empty. There's a small tube for food and water, or the food and vapor in this particular case, but like essentially sustenance equivalents, which would explain why after 3 weeks all these prisoners are still alive.
Oh, good.
They're being like auto-fed, but otherwise they're still captive. However, this one cell seems to have gone down. You see that the door itself, the panel there has been it's like a force field. It's been deactivated, but you do not see why. At least not on an image.
Deactivated but not destroyed.
Yeah, hard for you to tell at a perception check before. If you want to look like closer at the thing or
Well,
target on a
but I
specific
mean,
thing, you can.
that is. I also was. We established I like computers and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that something
you-
that would help me?
Yeah, you want to go up to that
Because
thing.
otherwise
and, like,
I'll
really,
call Nidar, but I might as
yeah,
well
like
try.
check on the door.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We're gonna.
Because,
You're,
like,
this is
maybe there's information as to, like, is there a name on the cell or like?
Oh yeah, totally. There's a little computer terminal outside of each cell.
Oh
That
yeah, my
handles,
investigation is good.
that handles the person inside of it. So go ahead and roll 17.
And actually, while Fractal's away, can I do a sort of perception listen to see if there's any prisoners in our vicinity who seem like maybe less angry, might be more friendly and willing to talk to us?
Yeah, totally. Taka, go for a perception listen, please. Yeah. That's 14.
Uh-oh. Wait. Man down.
Dice down. Dice down.
Hang on. I gotta count again.
Uh-oh. Dice foul.
Sometimes it's good.
Oh, no,
when
I
they go
lost
a
one.
foul.
Oh,
Alright,
sad dice. Okay.
Is there anything we can do down here while she's
Well,
doing that?
that's a big fat 0.
Oh, no.
Doing a general investigation check.
Fail.
Then no. Unfortunately, you do not find anything.
Oh, well. Worth a try.
You listen out, and all of them are rage.
They're
Jack, how far
very
down
angry.
is the bottom?
What was that?
How far down is the bottom? We're looking over the edge.
Several miles.
Miles.
Yes.
Jack,
You're on the inside of a planet.
that's a 5.
There's a shaft all the way to the
5?
more
Yeah.
midway.
Okay.
Anyone
You
seen
get
Empire?
up to the door panel, and you look up in the panel, and you see that this was Crow. He was a Ditopus. It has a bunch of information on him. Essentially, it boils down to and you start to notice this on the other screens as well. He began to suspect, and it seems like most of the people here, as far as you can tell from this row anyway, are here for that reason as well. These are all people who got on the trail of the Pac-Ha, got onto the understanding that maybe there was something up with the Pac-Ha. And most of these prisoners don't seem to be sort of traditional prisoners. These are people who are kept here for the good of the Pac-Ha,
They know too much.
towards keeping their truth.
I'd like to point out that he murdered someone, and that was the reason I assumed he was in jail.
Yes.
But
Yes.
That counts too.
So, do I need to, roll to come back down?
Gotcha.
No. Hold on. One more thing. Another thing that you see in these cells is that they all have a little bar that says correction, with a progress bar. Some of them are at 30%. Some of them are at 90%. All of these cells are essentially in various stages of genetic and behavioral corrective methods, similar to what we saw with Rake last season.
Where was Crow's at?
Crow's was at 75%, and it seems to have been forcibly stopped by some kind of hack, the technology of which you have never seen before. It is it's like a brute force attack in a coding language that you do not understand.
So just to recap here, so hacked and opened from the outside, but non-violently. However, his suit was violently ripped apart.
Correct.
Can that species survive when their suits have been ripped open?
Yes.
Okay.
But they cannot survive. They can't survive outside of a gas planet for very long. So they can survive without their encounter suit for a little while, but after a while they either need to be put inside of a new suit, or they need to be back on their planet.
Okay.
Okay.
Just while I'm up there, I'd like to just do one more perception check. Can we see if there are any cameras, something that would record?
Sure. You look around and you can see that, like most Pac-Ha vessels, there are in fact cameras all over.
Perfect.
Little dots that sort of make sure that the Pac-Ha can see everything wherever it is. These little black dots that kind of exist alongside all the railings.
Okay. Do I need to roll to come back down then?
No. All
right.
You came up. I think you come down.
So, all right. Hey, Captain. Hey. 5 minutes later, you have all this information now. I just don't want to delay it.
Yeah, no.
you
She
heard it.
she downloads you.
I download you.
Okay.
political prisoner section. Oh.
Well,
This is
that explains it.
not surprising, I think, given what has occurred.
Hey.
No less infuriating, and that's all I got. I'm honestly kind of speechless.
Yeah, Frack, I'm kind of with you on that.
Sounds like, Captain, you're very lucky you didn't end up here as well.
Well, Jack, I look for a lift.
Perception.
10. And I fucking find that lift.
Yeah.
1, 2,
I'm
3,
hoping
4,
there's some kind of
5, 6. 6?
Okay, that's just short of a full success.
Oh.
What you discover is that the floor beneath you,
Yeah.
if you step forward into the void, you just
Oh.
sort of put one foot out, you find that by the time that you place your foot down, a floor has appeared.
Ooh.
7, by the way, actually.
Oh, then yeah.
Cool.
Then you figure that out before you do it.
Okay, cool. Hey guys,
Oh,
check this
Ooh,
out.
look what he
Hey.
found.
we need to find some way to access those.
What did you find? Sorry, what?
I found a platform that.
He basically found a way to step out.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I just keep walking.
He keeps walking, and plates keep appearing in front of him as he walks.
We need a terminal or something to get at that video footage if we can. Everybody keep an eye out on whatever freed him.
Nidar?
Doesn't seem friendly.
So do we?
As you step forward, or as you see Noble, and Noble's just like walking out into the void now, you see that on the other side of the shaft is a big portcullis. Another, like, as far as you can see, it's the only other, it's the only egress from this room.
Head down
Hey
there.
everybody.
I'm gonna follow him.
I'm
Okay.
We all
going
follow.
to very
We're all walking out.
cautiously
We're all following.
follow
Okay.
him.
You all follow him through the corridor.
Just to confirm, I didn't have to come out of stealth for any of what I did, or
Nope.
did I? Okay.
Nope, you can still totally be in stealth. As you get to the middle of the room, that's when the screams get the loudest. It's pretty intense. These people are angry and scared. And as you
We know.
and as you get to the end, the doors open.
A little caution, please.
The doors
They're
open
in jail.
and lead you into a strange room.
Because they all have been so familiar.
Yeah, it's been so normal.
Yeah.
So, the design sense of the Pac-Ha up until now, white walls, blue. Now, blue everywhere. The energy surrounds you. This is the heart of this place. It's allowed you in because it has, as a result of your power manipulation earlier, has recognized you as Pac-Ha and allowed you through.
That's nice.
As you enter the room, and the door closes behind you, you become engulfed. The screams are gone, and you become engulfed in this blue, calming light, this beautiful, natural feel.
They really like this color.
Strange sounds come from around you, echoes and noises.
As we proceed here, if we find that terminal, you said there were little correction bars on every cell?
Yeah.
We're gonna hit pause on those.
You want to try to find? Are you trying to find anything? What are you doing?
Well, you haven't. What's in this room?
Roll perception.
Okay.
All right. Should
okay.
we all?
I mean, tell me what you're looking for and roll perception.
I'm gonna look for a computer terminal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll the
Yeah.
terminal.
We're all-
I'm gonna look for anything. No, that's too vague. Just any evidence of what the Pac-Ha were doing here. Any echoes? Just
Sounds good.
weird
So you do a
stuff.
perception listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mine is pretty focused to like anything about the Pac-Ha, specifically, not necessarily footage or anything like that.
Yeah, totally.
4.
Okay. See what Bart comes up with.
So much
So
blue.
mine's a 15.
Yeah.
Right.
So Noble, you are kind of overcome by a lot of this.
I'll have a blue.
You're walking through.
All right, that's a 3.
Okay.
Also a 3.
Okay.
3.
Yep.
It's a
Wait,
theme.
what
And you
was
got a
it?
4?
4.
Nidar, what'd you get?
Mine's at 19, right?
Yep.
Okay, give me a second.
Please see better than the guy with eyes.
No, Nidar, your scan's a 24.
24. Sorry.
Yeah, lay it out
Nidar,
there.
find all the things.
Throw
for
it out
us.
there. Big boy. Oh yeah. Feeling good.
9. 9, and I'm looking for,
As
whatever's-
all 4 of you, other than Nidar, kind of wander out into the blue, you find yourselves each separated.
Well, that's not good.
You look behind you, you don't see anyone.
Oh,
Nidar, you first discover a terminal. The terminal chirps at you in a strange language that you do not understand. But then your suit begins to react to it and begins to speak back.
oh.
This time in the language of the tall Clee. and it begins reaching down with arms into this terminal and interfacing with it directly. Meanwhile, Pac-Ha, you step out into the blue, listening for anything that might give intention to this place. And all you receive is the deep pain of those imprisoned, of those who've never been able to see the sky or feel a tree or been to their world in many years.
I know that feeling.
This is a painful moment for you, one that begins to kind of overcome you. Roll for composure.
Well, that's a 0.
You kneel and sort of go in on yourself, feeling all of their pain, having opened yourself to it. And the artificial hand reaches around you and gives you a hug.
Hugging myself. Oh my
hugging
gosh.
yourself.
Does it say anything?
No. Noble. As you step into the blue, you hear an echo. It's a woman crying.
Low. Hello. That didn't work.
My baby. You're saying I'll never see him again.
What?
You're saying he's with those monsters.
Low.
And you won't let me out. Let me out, damn you.
Can you hear me?
Let me out. And then she disappears. Fractal.
Yes.
You see a shadow. It's the Pac-Ha. Standing deep in the darkness of the blue room. Just out of sight. What do you do?
Just out of sight.
Well, just out, you can only make out its silhouette.
So I can't tell if it's an actual thing.
No.
It could be just a.
It could be an illusion.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll pull a weapon. Although it's still, they can't. Can I tell at all if they can? They must know I'm there, even though I'm in.
There's nothing. They haven't moved yet.
Oh, then I'm just gonna creep closer with a weapon drawn and see if I can get to a point where I can tell.
Your arm moves to a point as you move closer to the silhouette. And as you do, the silhouette seems to itself move further from you.
Okay.
Constantly moving you forward. And as you walk further and further along.
Well, once I notice that it's moving away, I'm gonna stop moving.
You stop?
Yeah, that seems like a trap.
You do. And when you look down, you feel something sort of against your foot, as it were, like the bottom of your physical form. You feel something against it. You reach down, and there you see that it's not actually a floor. It's some kind of screen. It's dusty. It's been dusted
Sorry,
a lot.
screen is in screen door or screen is in television
Screen is in television screen. Screen is in
Okay.
projection screen. Yeah.
Okay.
And it seems to be underneath your feet. You aren't sure if it's the floor of the whole room or just the area you're in.
So it's not on, obviously. It's just.
It's dusty. You can't tell if it's on.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try and clear it off.
You move down to start to clear it off, and you see a interface entirely in the language of the Pac-Ha.
Which I do or do not speak.
You do not speak the Pac-Ha's native language. You speak Pac-Ha Basic, which is the language they've like shared.
Okay.
But
It's not in Pac-Ha Basic?
no, it's in like their native language. This is an interface for it.
Okay.
But what you do see, actually, roll for this. Give me a roll for your recall for 14.
Total.
That'll be the easiest way to do this, I think.
Wow. Okay. This isn't gonna go well for me. That's a 3.
It's stars. It's like a map. It has a series of blips that go deeper and deeper and deeper into uncharted outer space, far away from the Peacekeeper. Each blip is noted with various like secret lanes that you've never seen before for crossing, places that worlds you never knew existed, stars that aren't charted, and it seems to go out and out and out.
Do I have any way of like on my person of preserving this, like taking a picture or like?
Sure. I mean, you have pretty good recall.
Okay.
The way you recall this thing is you've seen space like this before. You've seen these back in the way back when the Pac-Ha first recruited your people and came and made themselves available to you as sort of three-dimensional entities and gave you access to this plane. One of the things that they did was they set up essentially contingencies for if something were to go wrong, how and where they could regroup with you. If, say, their experiment went wrong and something terrible happened, there was a place that they might go. It'll take years to get there, but it can be gotten to. And it may well be where the Pac-Ha has gone. This, as you begin to understand it, looks a lot like a map. And you can look at it and at least get the long and short of it.
Are there any other screens like around me?
Roll for perception.
I need to get more perceptive. Ooh, hello.
Man.
Hello.
8.
8. Yes, there are other screens. As you stand up and you start to notice that there are various screens for what looks to be, and what looked like the Pac-Ha, that shadow. As you sort of step forward to it now, realizing what it is, it's as if the shape itself changes and becomes some kind of tube, big glass pod that sits in the middle of the blue, surrounded itself by little control pods or little control panels around it. The longer you look at it, the longer that it becomes clear. This is a one-person transport. This is a, for lack of a better word, a Pac-Ha escape pod tied to that map.
Okay.
Bard. So you have stepped forward into the room, and you find a small breach in the blue, an imperfection there. Looks like basically a place where the wall's been cracked and then been replaced.
I poke at it.
The seam is burned with the same material, or it looks like the same kind of burn that Fractal described as being on Crow's suit.
Can I tear it back out? Can I, or
I mean, you don't know what's beyond it, and it's solid metal. So you would need something. You would need to use your weapon.
it's gotta be.
Great. So roll for a scatter beam check. That's 16.
Trying for a pretty controlled blast. I think I found something.
Can any of us hear her?
No.
Ooh, not with the great rolls tonight. 5.
Boom, boom.
5?
Yep.
You start to burn away at the wall. And the wall starts to burn away, but it's taking a long time. As you do it, as you start to do the burn actually follows and reseals behind your scatter pistol. That burn isn't a burn, it's nanotechnology.
Guys?
You look behind you, there's no one there. Nidar. Go ahead and roll. So you are now inside. I'm sorry, no. You're inside the computer systems. What are you looking for? What are you trying to do? This, as far as you can tell, is the information hub of this place. If this is a prison, this sanctum, this is the inner sanctum. This is the place the Pac-Ha was.
Well, we already know why they're there. Political prisoners.
Check the records.
Do we want to? But we know they're political prisoners.
We don't know where they're from.
It's true.
I'm not here.
Yeah, you're all alone. What do you do?
Well, I do want information on the prisoners, where they're from, but I do want to know. I mean, I do want to know where the Pac-Ha went too, right? I mean, there would probably be information about that. So let's do that. I want to know where they went.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Because
roll.
I mean, I'm assuming that there were Pac-Ha here watching the prison.
Roll an 11.
Okay. Five.
Okay. So, here's what happens.
That's not
What
a
is that?
good.
Now's when you
voice.
worry.
A sudden amount of psychic feedback comes at you all of a sudden. You reach into the system to try to understand. You're basically just like search querying for like egress. Like, how did they get out? Where did they go? What happened? Where's the Pac-Ha? And the system feeds back. The Pac-Ha's still here. The Pac-Ha's still here. You're the Pac-Ha. What the hell's going on? What are you talking about? The security systems all come online. The entire blue of this place shuts down. Around you, suddenly, you are basically surrounded on all sides with these small, there's 10 of them, these small floating white and blue orbs that seem to come out of the walls. You can now all see each other. You're basically all in a relatively small room, but couldn't see each other before. Now, with the security systems activated, you can see each other. I want to just, before we start this, I want to get a general perception check from, not you, because you just came out of it. You're overcome. You're already dealing with your own stuff. And you're kind of dealing with your own stuff. So, Bard, just give me a perception check.
The rest of us are
Captain.
busy having feels.
Yeah.
I will not have feels.
You have all the feels, man. Come on.
I don't know what you're talking about. I fly stuff, that's all I do.
Woo, that's a lot of ones.
Like, worst thing you could say.
Well,
But look, 4.
Okay, cool. You do not see anything terribly important yet. So here's what's important. You are now in combat with 10 Pac-Ha security drones.
Whoa.
shields up.
So,
Car, are you all right?
What the hell just happened?
Crying.
They're very sad.
Everybody roll initiative.
Ray, what did?
Is mine
no,
affected by
what
the
did you
fact
do?
that I am
I
still
didn't do
invisible?
anything.
Your turn order will be determined no matter what. But if you don't want to take a turn, your stealth is still active.
Oh my
If I don't want
gosh!
my
If you don't take a turn, your stealth is still active.
Sweet.
Basically, you've got a turn here where they're not going to notice you before I make you re-roll that stealth.
got it. Okay.
Hey Jack, do crits count in initiative?
No!
Look at that.
You know,
Holy shit!
Which is a shame because
I got 8 out of 8.
Dang!
And it's a shame crits don't
Dang.
count because I got 2 of those too.
Go, girl.
Dang! Okay.
2.
oh man.
Okay.
Footed as shit. 3.
Okay.
And I got a 1.
Oh.
Okay.
I got a 5.
I
Okay.
freaked out.
So, hold on.
Well, it's
Hey,
initiative,
that's
not
psychic
composing.
feedback. Composure out.
For the sake of turn order, these guys are going to roll 2 at a time.
All right. Damn white orbs everywhere.
Yeah, using your sword.
Yep.
Using your.
Uses.
Oh, you have the big shield. That could shield.
Okay, here's how this is going to work. Turn order is Pac-Ha, Pac-Ha, Fractal, Noble, Pac-Ha, 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 Bard, Nidar, Pac-Ha. So these guys are doing 2 at a turn.
That helps. Okay.
I've got the order
I'd like to.
totally. But for first
Okay.
round is Pac-Ha. You start off combat.
Are these in melee range? If I wanted to do a melee
You
attack?
are within yeah, because you guys are all sort of on the corners of the room. There are 2 of them in melee range to you.
Yeah, melee.
Okay. I'm going to go for House of Fire, one of the new skills I have picked up, and I
What?
get a 1 brawl and 1 gunshot with
of
doubled
Fire?
successes.
All right.
Sounds
And
badass.
and I also want to use a quick draw to do claw sword things with the robot arm.
Okay.
Okay, got it. So, first thing that happens. The robot arm, that flashlight, retracts and comes back to a hand, which then extends a bunch of, like, long-ass metal nails on each hand. So, like, if you ever seen like,
Lady Deathstrike.
X2, it's Lady
Yeah.
Deathstrike.
Yeah, yeah.
Or if you've ever read a comic, it's Lady Deathstrike. So,
read Archie.
So she has this one, and then the gun in her other hand. What's the gun in your other hand?
The Pac-Ha.
Okay, got it. So you're gonna use. I'm sorry. Describe the skill one more time.
It is all-out attack, 1 brawl and 1 gunshot with doubled successes, no defense. in
Okay,
this
got
round.
it. Go ahead and roll that, please.
Okay.
Does it have a willpower spend attached to it?
No, it does not.
Okay, great.
That is why I'm using it. Now the blaster shot I have is 16, but I'm not sure which gun that is. 'Cause I
Wait,
think-
what? Oh,
I
I
only have
understand.
one.
Yeah,
but
no,
I think
I
that's
It's a
the
deadly gun.
Yeah,
No, I
very
think that's
deadly.
the scatter
yeah,
pistol,
yeah,
which is
yeah,
the lower
yeah, yeah.
targeting.
Shoot the big one.
4, and instead
Use
you're
the
gonna
big
use
gun.
gun form is 7. So add 3 to that.
Okay.
So
I
19.
know, right?
Oh, nice.
She's like, I could do this one. I could do this
Season
one.
1, I had a
I
cattle.
like this one.
And
I had cattle prod season 1.
shoot. So
Yeah,
that
but Hunter
is
Sounds would be very proud of you.
wait, doubled success.
I want the brain. With the cattle prod. That's what I want. He's my friend. Makes sense.
Wow. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 for the gun.
Getting
That's
going.
good.
Okay, and they roll no defense, so that's a hit. Damage is. That's for the multi-tool.
Yeah, so that's
6.
6. Yes.
Yep. So that really hurts one of them.
Doubled success. So that's just doubling the success.
That's
not
doubling the
damage.
success of the
Okay.
hit. Doesn't double the damage.
Okay.
And then you're also going to do a melee attack, right?
Yes.
Same
Damn.
on the same target or on the other target.
Sure, on the same target.
Okay, go ahead and roll
Yes.
for a brawl attack. This
Which
is,
I have never done before.
You actually
Oh, no,
have
yes.
essentially. It's a strength check but it replaces your athletics. 4, so 4, 4, 8, 9, 10, 12. Please.
I turn around to Ka.
This is really
Look
cool.
at all this music.
She's losing it.
Your nails are so long.
Your nails. What are those things?
So if success is doubled, then I got a 6.
Use those in your trees.
Still don't get any defense. So you you pull fire on it. You blow down its shields, but it's still active. As you see the pod begin to bring up its laser, your nails shink like through the thing and cut it into pieces.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
it subsections out and just falls apart.
And since I succeeded on my last blaster check, can I continue shooting?
So because you did an all-out attack.
I can't?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's like a special check.
Okay,
So
got it. Just check.
yeah. So those don't stack. So that's your
Alright,
turn.
well done.
One of the 10 is down.
Yeah.
However, the other one
Nine to
near
go.
you is going to attack you. So please roll defense.
Derp, derp, derp. Doop, doop, doop. Is that just the 3 or
Yeah.
no? Okay.
Well, no. Your defense is. Yes, your defense is 3. Hold on. This is 3, 4, 5.
Because I have athletic
No,
dodge
yeah, because
too.
your athletic dodge comes into it. So 7. You're looking to beat a 3.
What's your defense?
I got a 4.
Really high.
All right. So you do this and then do a cool acrobatic move to get out of the way of a blaster. Which burns into the ground below you, sending off sparks. Next up, Fractal. You are unseen. What do you do?
Well, I have 2 dots in assassination. Does that mean I can kill 2 without being
No,
seen? Or...
that means you have a chance of killing more.
Oh, I thought it was instant kill because somebody.
It's an
had to protect
instant
you.
kill at a 5 for assassination.
Oh.
For a 2, it's still like an attempt. They just have no defense because they don't know you're coming.
Okay.
It's still cool.
Yeah.
It's still super cool.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna attack one.
Cool. So
And to be clear, I can only go once, or can I keep? If I succeed, I can keep doing with the dice removal.
you can keep doing the attack as long as you're doing your ranged attack. Just understand that, like, once you're doing that, you're essentially out of stealth, or you'll have to check for stealth.
Well, wouldn't I have to regardless?
Yeah, essentially, yes, it'll be hard
Now's the time.
because they'll see the projectile. You get what I'm saying?
Well, I wasn't gonna go after. I was gonna go with the sword, not with the projectile.
Oh, then yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, a sword checks we don't tend to scale, but we can do like you can take 2 of them because they're like close to each other. The problem is the move.
Okay, yeah, that's why I was checking. I just wanted to know like where I
Understood?
was
Yeah.
at.
If
Okay.
you want to take an attack at 2 of these things, go for it.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, so
Hot damn.
So that's a dagger check, which is 12.
Dagger.
I gotta check.
Planar thrown daggers. I like this. You're now 2D object. You're now 2D object. You're now 2D object.
Jack, is shouting something a free action, or should I wait till my turn?
Shouting something's a free action.
If anyone has any ideas on shutting these things down, that would be fantastic.
yeah, that is a mad fail. That's
Working
a 1.
on it.
A 1.
Yeah.
Well, here's the beautiful thing. They don't roll any defense because you're under stealth.
Oh.
So a 1 is still a success.
That's insane.
Crazily enough.
Nice.
Yeah. But you're not gonna be able to stack it. So you get close to one of those, stab it through with the thing, falls down dead.
Huh, that's a start.
Yep. Roll stealth, please. Or roll dimensionality. 20, just to see if you're seen.
Captain, killing them seems to stop them.
Yeah, beautiful.
I wonder if it is worth it to look for something. to show that.
Wow. Okay.
Can't hurt. Probably.
Although I
Do we have any electrical?
It was a
guns?
0, I thought.
Well, it was between the 2,
have it.
so I don't know what it was.
It's all clean.
have a calculating medical.
Beat a 10.
Is the middle of the? Do we see the middle?
Ooh,
of the
ooh,
It's all red, but is the
It's all
middle?
lit up now.
Right, it's all lit up.
I mean, considering whatever I did to the
11, bitch.
Whoa! The other one turns to you and thinks it sees you for a second before you duck out of cover. You are still in stealth for this next turn.
So cool.
All right, so that's two of them down. There's 8 left to go. Noble Defender, your turn.
I all of a sudden got my shield, knock it, spin around, and cut it in half if I can.
So you're trying to do a dual melee action.
Nah, how close is this thing to me? I thought it was like
it's within melee range. It's just 2 melee actions. There's a thing you have to buy into.
Oh, I okay. I thought it was like right in my face.
It is. No matter how close it is, you can't do 2 melee actions to it.
Not all right. Whatever. I'm just gonna chop it with my sword.
Okay.
Cut it with my sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sword check.
And real quick, I boosted Off-World Spirit, but I don't know if that fed into sword check.
It should. Yeah. Hold on.
Off-world spirit.
Yeah.
That sounds fancy.
Yes. Your sword check is now 17.
Makes sense. Okay.
Go
And-
crazy.
All right. 10, 5, and 2. Ooh, not.
Longtime
good.
listeners of V.A.S.T will be happy to know that my iPad just gave me the 10% battery charge warning.
Ooh.
So it's another episode of V.A.S.T where my stuff isn't charged.
Oh
No
God.
one has chargers.
That said,
They
we're
don't
also
exist.
30 minutes over time, so welcome to V.A.S.T.
Wait, an episode of V.A.S.T is running long?
Wait, it's not 11 yet.
Oh God.
We
2.
love you, crew.
2.
It's 10:30.
2.
2.
Okay.
Worst sword check I've ever had.
Maybe they'll base their defense.
Yep, they rolled 3, so you swing at the thing and it darts around your sword like expertly. It's like that. It's real quick and real
Oh.
smart.
It's a
Yeah.
training droid.
Moves out. Yeah, it's a training droid. It moves out of the way.
Except it will kill you.
It's unlethal.
The
Son of a bitch.
both of them turn on you and fire on you.
Great.
Roll
Getting
2
really good at
defenses.
Pac-Ha
please.
basic.
Play what? 2
2
defense.
defense, please.
2 defense.
Your defense is.
5.
Well, hold on. No, you have some stuff in your defense that you shouldn't have in your defense. Hold on. Oh no, you don't. You're good.
Yeah. I
Defense
boosted.
is the lowest of dex or wits. Yep, so your wits are up there. You also need to add your
I don't know. anymore.
athletic dodge.
This is why it's great to have the GM here.
Yes.
Those of you at home,
7.
it's 7. All right.
That's good defense.
5, 6, 7. All right. 1,
Beat a 5.
2, 3. Can't. I got a 3.
Okay, so you sustain 1 attack. Roll defense again.
Okay. These dice. 5. Here we go. 7. 5.
Okay, so you only sustain 1 attack this round.
Okay.
You are hit for 6 damage by this thing. It's a Pac-Ha like scatter beam weapon.
Right.
So it hits you for 6 damage.
That's with the shield and the armor and everything?
Well, no, that's hits you with 6 damage.
Damn.
What it soaks
Oh.
is from your armor. So your armor right now, let me just see what your armor's at right now.
Totally.
Is
Do the stats on the
Or-
shield thing apply here?
yeah, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so you actually soak all of that damage. The Carapace armor soaks a good chunk of that, though it gets damaged.
Right.
The Hall of Shield soaks the rest.
Wow. Okay,
Nice.
cool. Sweet.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so you managed to deflect, but you haven't been able to hit the thing yet. Next up is the thing closest to Bard is going to attack. Bard. So roll defense, please.
A whopping 3.
No, mine's.
What do you roll for that? You roll
I believe
3,
it's
right?
3, yeah. 1 success.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You should add your combat awareness to that.
Oh, right.
So it's 5.
Make it 2.
Yay.
Better
Okay.
than 1.
Unfortunately, you sustain damage.
Great.
You take 6 damage. Your armor soaks 2 of that, so 4 damage.
My armor should be.
No, I'm
6.
sorry. Your armor soaks 6 of it.
All right.
God, I'm sorry.
That's cool.
Your macros on your sheet need to get fixed. That's on me. Okay. So you that hits your armor, soaks all of it, but your armor begins to get damaged.
That should take my armor pretty much out, right?
How many more do we murder?
That won't take your armor out. Your armor will still soak 3 extra.
Great.
It's just it doesn't work like just an extra health bar. It soaks more or less depending on how much it's damaged.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Oh, thanks. So you've got. Sorry, I've got a portable charger here. Beacon Sundry people are amazing.
Yay!
Yay!
Isn't it?
Yay, Alpha.
That's
Okay. So,
You're amazing. You're amazing.
We're all
Bard,
amazing.
you sustained that damage. You took it. You're good. Now it is your turn. What do you
Yep.
wanna
And
do?
I'm pissed off, and I'm shooting the one that shot me.
Yeah, shoot it.
Although, is there one really close to Nidar?
There are 2 close to 9.
Okay, and a ranged attack is going to be the same whether it's the one facing me or the one facing him?
That is correct.
All right, I'm taking out the Nidar one,
Oh, okay.
if I can. I just met you, but you don't seem that combative, so.
This guy gonna handle. Never mind.
Well, this may or may not actually help, so we'll see.
Hey, he almost got eaten by the
Beat a
mother and
5.
survived, so he's pretty good.
1, 2, 3.
And that was with his old, like,
Do
crummy
crits
jar.
count in this?
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
That's 5. Not a good thing, unfortunately. 3. Damn it.
Your shot goes wide. You do note that she tries to help,
All right.
but it goes wide.
Thank you, Captain, for trying to help me out there.
Now you are up, Niner.
All right.
Stay alive,
Well,
everybody.
Working on it.
I've really only got the tall Clee laser thing, right?
Yes.
I'm wondering if there's anything I should try to do.
Do you have any other weapons in your suit? Considering it's a new
I don't
suit?
know. Do I have any other weapons in my suit? Probably not.
No. But if you want to,
These guys are not.
I mean, you are still essentially like plugged into the computer
Yeah,
systems,
I was
right?
thinking.
So like,
Because I turned it on, I could probably figure out maybe to turn it off.
you want to try?
So let's give that a shot.
Okay, it's gonna be tough, but you can try it.
Yeah.
First thing you're gonna have to do is roll for composure because it sent all that psychic feedback at you.
Okay.
So that's 13. I remind you, you have 8 willpower. These are usable in situations like this sometimes to make sure you do good.
13. I'll add 2 willpower to this.
Okay.
15.
And next time we're gonna have to train with these things. 'cause
You're right.
it's just so damn quick.
You're adding too many of these? Or
2.
how many of this?
2.
2.
So I'm down to 6.
Okay.
Captain, because I somehow engaged these floating death balls, I will try to shut them down.
Hey, if you can turn it back off, that's a good sign. I don't know.
All right. Rolling for composure. So 5.
Jackson
wait.
dances as we all die.
5 for composure.
Okay. That sets a difficulty standard. You are freaking out a little bit. This is hard for you, but you haven't biffed it, man. You're still there. It's sending back all of this feedback. It's sending you information about the prisoners. It's sending you the Pac-Ha. You see the Pac-Ha like screaming in your mind.
dear.
You see 2 enormous eyes and a huge wide smile. Go ahead and roll for
That is not good.
11. This is your repair scan, or your
Okay.
repair check.
Do it. Oh yeah. Repair.
4.
Okay.
Rolling high.
Okay, so it's 4 against a really high number. So you start to get in there to try to shut these things down, but you're still fighting it. It's rough. So it is not going to happen this turn, but you
All right.
aren't getting shoved out of the terminal either. You'll have another chance next
Okay.
turn. The difficulty scales lower. However, you are going to sustain damage from one of these guys attacking you. Go ahead and roll defense, please.
Why you were just assuming you're gonna sustain damage?
Is defense is 1.
My defense is 1.
Oh no.
It's going to be real hard for them to miss.
0.
Okay.
Okay. You sustain 6 damage. Your
My armor is 6, right?
your armor is 6.
All right. Yeah, armor.
However, this super hurts your arm. All right, and there's a little voice in your ear that's like, "I am very damaged. I should definitely not be in a fight right now." Okay, now we are up to the top of the combat again with Pac-Ha.
Come on, Taka.
There are, I remind you, 8 of these things left.
I am going to quick draw the scatter pistol.
Okay.
I don't think I had that out. And then I'm going to gunslinger and aim. Well, let me shoot at one. If I take it out, then I'll aim at a different one. But
Okay.
I'm going to shoot with the Pac-Ha first.
And so this is Gunslinger, for anybody who doesn't know. It's a merit that allows for you to use 2 weapons actions in one turn. They bang, right? So she's going to fire once with the scatter pistol and once with the Pac-Ha multi-tool.
Nice.
You have those 2.
Multi-tool.
You know what those 2 rolls are?
Leatherman.
Yep.
Okay, great.
Pac-Ha Leatherman.
Lovely. Very useful. Very useful. That's right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
She could open a can.
Okay. 8.
Martini shaker. Shotgun.
Toothpick.
Toothpick. Yep.
Hit.
Multi-tool.
And that is 6
Pac-Ha
damage.
Okay, that's 6 damage.
Yes, it is. Sorry, everybody.
It's hurt, but it's not dead.
Then I'm going to aim with the scatter pistol at the same
Okay.
one.
Great.
You new fighty crew.
I know used to this.
Ah, stupid sixes.
New crew was pretty dangerous.
They were pretty badass.
5 for the scatter pistol.
What we got? What is happening?
What do you got?
5 for the
Sorry,
scatter
I
pistol.
missed it.
Oh. That anticipation was insane.
All right, second hit is a miss.
Can I reshoot with the Pac-Ha though, since I did hit the first time? Or does not that?
No,
not
you
stack
have to
with density?
succeed with every hit,
Okay.
or you're not hit.
Okay, cool.
All right, so you fire on one, hurt it a lot. It's kind of wobbly. It fires on you.
Okay.
Roll defense, speed of 5.
I like it. I like
no,
it.
that's not good. 2.
I don't like it.
Okay. Taka, you receive 6 damage.
So armor soaks it.
Your
but
armor
is-
soaks it, but is hurt.
So does that drop down to 3 for the next time?
It
then?
will drop down to 3 for the next time.
Done.
Now we are up to.
Oh no! Wait, I did do athlete. Never mind.
Now we're up to Fractal.
Yeah, can I help? Can I try and help Nidar?
Yeah, you want to try?
Because I have. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So you run over to Nidar instead of continuing in the combat because you're stealthed out. No one sees you. You run over to Nidar and you say,
Let me see if I can help you.
Okay.
Step aside for a second.
I bring her over.
no, he needs to probably continue to be plugged into the thing that like you can like psychically interact with him because he's the only way. He's the interface.
I'm the interface.
Oh, I thought I could go over and try and like. I thought he was trying to like hack something or computer something.
He is. It's like a direct interface into his suit.
So she's gonna use me.
Oh, okay, I
but he
misunderstood.
could he could psychic into you like you guys worked together on the thing earlier.
Oh, yeah, that's what I. That's what I want. Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. He doesn't
okay.
need to get out of the way to do that.
Got it.
That's
Okay.
all. Cool. So this is going to be a combined roll. Nidar, you are going to use telepathy scan for 24.
Yeah, you are.
Fractal, you're going to use science for 17.
Oh, big numbers. Big numbers.
Let's do
it's like
this.
Vegas, baby. Oh.
Just rolling.
We are not
Rolling
dying on
dice.
this
Rolling
tiny
just like
evil
Vegas.
prison.
Winning as much as we lose.
I'm just gonna add. Well, 24 and. Yeah, that's fine. Probably don't need that.
Okay.
Thanks for staying alive.
We're getting to the end here, so you guys can feel free to use some willpower
Okay,
if
then
you
I'll
want.
I'll add the rest for my willpower and make it 21.
All right,
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just
Big money. Big money.
All right.
wow. Okay.
No.
Wow, that was awful.
Oh
Welcome to Peacekeep.
no.
This happens sometimes.
Welcome to RPGs. This
ship-
happens sometimes.
Ship him out.
That's better.
And better.
There's an 8 there.
Oh, thank you. Oh no, that was because there was
Yeah, I don't want to use any willpower because I needed
taking
the.
that out.
Yeah, you gotta use your willpower. Yeah.
Well, I want to save in case I get
Well,
hit.
it's a 6. Could be worse.
Could be worse.
I got a 10.
Okay. So
Yeah.
There you go.
Not amazing.
Hold up.
10,
I
10,
mean,
2,
16.
20.
That is an outstanding success.
Not bad.
Ha. Okay.
Blows me
Oh,
out.
what is that?
So your 10 means she got in enough that she could like interact with the system.
Sweet.
But the system rolled a 6 in defense, and ties go to defenders. So here's how this works.
Darn it!
No. I know. So, you get in, and you're gonna stick in here for this round because if you can survive one round in this thing, that mod again goes lower. We're getting closer and closer to cracking this thing. When you get into it, what you see is less the sort of scattered stuff that Nidar's been seeing. He's able to like part that stuff like waves, and instead, what you're seeing are much more literal images. You're seeing the Pac-Ha interrogating a human woman that you know, Erica Rample. You're seeing a Pac-Ha facing down a dark, tall, lanky shadow that seems to reach out and disintegrate the Pac-Ha with some kind of energy beam. You see as that same shadow carves into, these are all the security footage that you guys were looking at. You see as that same shadow carves into this Ditopus suit and lets the gas escape before capturing it in a new container and then carrying it out of the facility. And you see it cutting a hole in the wall of this very room before leaving the ship that cannot even be seen.
Damn.
The ship's invisible?
Yes.
And so the thing is made of dark. You're saying it's made of darkness?
Yeah, all you see is a weird sort of lanky shadow. It doesn't have any kind of definition.
Oof.
Grand.
That's weird. I'm not able to communicate that to everybody else, right?
No, not yet.
We're still being shot at.
Okay, next up in the turn order is Noble.
All right.
Come on, Noble.
I go and how far away are they from me? Like, can I do a free move action and roll towards them?
That's not a free move. That's your movement this turn.
Let's move. Okay, fine. I'm gonna move and throw up my shield to defend them because it's a big. I can extend it huge.
Yeah.
Big
And
shield.
throw up the shield and at least protect them if there's a. I don't know if that counts as if I can attack
That's
as well.
no. That's your action.
That's my action.
Yeah.
Full defense, both of them.
Got it. So you basically extend the shield around them and
Right.
create a defensive layer. His shield now adds to your defense, like your both your defense and your damage soak for the rest of the time he's doing that.
Okay.
Noble, defend her.
Yay!
All right.
great.
What's his name?
Now, with that said, you are all of a sudden going to take a shit ton of hits. So,
Bring it. Bring it.
roll.
Bring it.
I need you to roll defense 3 times.
I got this. All right.
What's your shield?
Live up to your name.
I don't know how much shield or I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah.
So
No,
we're gonna,
hold on. I'm going to tell you.
All right.
Hold on. Don't just
Always
roll
do
random
the
ass dice.
bad, good idea.
Yes.
Too soon.
So at this at full, the Hall of Shield adds 6 to your
I got 5 defense.
6 to your
now.
defense. So your defense is 7 plus 6.
13.
Oh, all right.
pretty
Okay,
good.
I feel a little better. All right.
You're rolling 3 times. You are looking to beat a 7, a 7, and an 8.
All right.
They roll high.
Bring it on. All right.
Stupid.
Here we go, everybody. Hang in there. Oh, you bastards. All right. So you take away that. All right. I need to beat a what?
A 7, a 7, and an 8. Just tell me what the roll is.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't beat that
Okay.
one. All right. Is this 13? Yeah, that's 13. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep. Here we go. Here we go. Not good. Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we
Shit.
go.
Ah.
Bring it.
Dang.
Bring it.
There was an effort.
Shoot.
It was a son of a bitch. All right. 1, 2, 3. 5 again. Oh, okay.
All
Nope,
right.
that's not good.
Next up.
You know what? Switching out
look.
these. Oh, yep. I'm going purple.
Go purple.
All right.
Purple.
All right, Prince, wherever you are. Here we go.
Welcome back to V.A.S.T. I'm stressed out.
Ah! Damn it.
You're full. How are you stressed out?
I know, right?
2, 3.
Story of my life, Amanda.
Fuck all. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sick.
Okay.
No, I
5,
failed
5,
all
6.
of them.
All right. So
Whoever.
They all aimed at you?
Yeah, once he became the target, they all aimed at the target.
Shield.
Here's what we're gonna do about that.
Using all my willpower.
3. The hollow shield is destroyed.
Well, that was great.
And you receive, as a result of, you managed to block all of the damage that would have been going to them with that hollow shield, which is what gets destroyed.
Right.
You receive 9 damage on top of it. That 9 damage then hits your carapace
Right.
for 2 more, destroying the rest of your carapace.
Fuck.
So you are now at 7. You take 7 damage.
I'm gonna soak up all that with willpower.
Well, you already used 2 willpower earlier in the game.
Right.
So you have 5 left to spend.
All right.
So you're going to take 2 damage.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys.
So Noble gets super wrecked, and you guys see it, but he takes the bullet for all of you.
Oh,
This is like
man.
a big moment for Noble. He just tanked for the whole crew. This is a thing I would draw if I could draw. Nidar, you're up.
All right.
You're in the belly of this beast. Do you want to try for one last time to show? Oh wait, I'm sorry. No, it's your turn. I'm sorry. My bad. Bart. What
Take
you
them all
got?
out. Take the rest
Does
out.
inspiring cost an action?
Inspiring would be no. Inspiring is like your free act. You could do it as a free action this turn.
Yeah. Noble Defender, that was amazing. Stay alive, for God's sake.
You gonna do your inspire?
Yeah, he needs his willpower back, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
She uses her inspire check. You don't need to roll for this. This is just a thing you have. She uses her inspire check to restore your willpower.
Whoa.
Yes, Captain.
The inspiration from Lucy Bard. This should, just from a character perspective, deepen your personal connection to her.
Okay.
She just like got you through some serious shit.
Whoa.
Damn it, Luce.
All right. Your willpower
I'm not
is
losing you this soon.
your willpower's back. Bard, do you want to take a combat action?
I sure do.
What do you want to do? Just shoot one of these things?
Just shoot one of these things.
All right, go for it. Beat a 4.
Beat a 4. Oh, I re-rolled it and got a 1. Good job.
I want another
One.
shield.
2,
Maybe
3,
it'll come back.
Just got that shield.
7.
Doesn't grow back.
Woo, 5.
Doesn't grow back.
Woo! All right. You shoot
So
one
tense.
and blow it to high heaven.
Yay!
Ooh.
It's like an extra good shot. So you manage to pop it right off. So that's 3 of them down.
And one
Next
severely
up,
crippled.
Nidal.
And one is severely damaged.
Unless you want to keep shooting. Technically,
Oh,
'cause it
can
was
I do that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
just
You
take-
just
how
have to
many
take a
do I
dice
take
off.
out? Just
one
one.
dice the first time.
Yep.
All right.
I am pissed off. 1.
Beat a 3.
3. 4. Beat a 3?
Yep.
3.
All right. Second shot goes wide. You're pissed off, so you're not shooting so at it. Nidar, what you got?
Well, I mean, I think I gotta keep hacking at this thing.
All right.
Yeah, you do.
Last big push. This is a repair for 11.
Prepare for 11.
So I don't help even though.
No. You can't help.
Okay.
Yes, because you guys are in this together. Roll that 17%.
Woo. All right.
Beat a 5.
Oh.
Told you this difficulty keeps knocking down.
I got a 4.
Let's see what she can bring you up on.
Oh, please help. I don't have a shield.
She needs to
again.
bring you up 2 levels. So she needs
Nope.
a
Sorry.
7 or above.
That's not happening. I thought I had a 2.
Okay, so that's actually gonna pop you down. All right, yeah, you are hit once again with a burst of psychic energy. This just staying in the interface is taking everything you have.
All right.
You take Bard. You take fire.
You just told me enough in my defense roll. It's a 5. Okay.
Got it boosted.
0.
Okay, you take 6 damage.
What does that do to? So my armor's.
Oh, your armor's down 3, and now that destroys the armor. So you have 3 damage,
All right.
which you take because your willpower's already at
I don't think that's updated. Have I
Oh,
used
did you
willpower
not use
this
your
game?
willpower this game? I'm sorry. I thought you
don't
had.
think you
My
have.
bad. Do you want to soak?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Now we are back up to the top of the game with Pac-Ha.
Okay, I am going to Gunslinger again. I'm going to target.
There are now
Seven.
1,
Seven.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these left.
Oh my God.
One of
You
them
guys are
has like
Severe
quarter
damage.
health.
I'm going to ignore the one that is damaged. I'm going to shoot the one that just shot Bard, and I'm going to shoot one of the ones that shot Noble.
Okay. And this is a gunslinger check, or you're just gonna shoot
Gunslinger.
one of
Yeah,
them? Okay.
yeah.
And
So,
then, generally gunslinger checks are against the same target unless you
Oh,
blow
okay.
up the first target.
well,
So we'll see how that first one.
actually, let me just shoot at the one I shot for Bard first.
Okay.
Because Captain.
Cool.
Captain.
Yay.
Rolls are killing
Yeah.
These things are just like flying around like
us. Yeah.
bees,
4.
shooting lasers at you in every particular case. It's a miss.
Should
Man.
have gunslingered, I guess. Oh well.
Big Jake, can you hear me?
Captain, yes, we're receiving a great deal of energy from within the. No, they aren't. We're receiving strange heart rate from your suit and those of your crewmates. Are you all right?
No shit!
I'm not. Can you
No.
lock on to 5 signals down here?
We are having a very hard time handling any kind of transport. I will try, Captain, but our scanners barely penetrate the Sanctum.
All right.
We gotta stick it out.
All right, so
Okay, Pac-Ha, roll defense.
Come on.
Oh boy.
Do. Oh, what else is there?
Oh, well, that's
I mean, I'm gonna
obvious.
try again. It's my turn.
Beat a 3.
I tied, so tie goes to defense.
That goes to defender. You're
Okay.
all right.
Yay!
It fires at you, but you dart out of the way just in time. That's the damaged one. Fractal.
Team Fractal and Nidar at
All
the
right.
end.
Nice. One more time.
All right.
Science and repair.
We'll repair. 11. All right.
Or no. This is telepathy scan because
Oh,
you're helping her.
That's right.
So
I'm helping her this time. 24, right?
Yeah.
But still 17.
Yes.
Okay.
Come on.
Beat a 3. The difficulty level of this thing over the course of this, just so you guys know, has scaled from a 20 to a 15 to a 10 to a 5. It's like, it's just scaling down every time you guys
Chipping
fail.
away at it.
Because you're just chipping
7.
away at it. Boom.
I got
And just like that,
What'd you get?
I got 13.
and just like that, they all fall.
Jeez.
Ladder to the ground. Useless.
Oh, yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
I kick one.
I shoot one.
I go and hit his tank. Just
Did you guys do
don't
that?
do that again.
I'm gonna go over to Noble. Are you okay?
Oh, I think so. I'll be okay.
That was a brave thing you did. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I really liked your shield.
Well, if only I knew somebody can make another one. Oh wait, that'll be fine.
What was that?
Oh,
You're a fairly good shot, Captain.
Well, wish we'd gotten them all, but
So
Say what is?
about what happened when we couldn't see each other.
what?
What's that?
What are you pointing at?
The cylinder, because we couldn't all see it.
Oh, can we all see it now?
Yeah. So you notice that Noble is looking at a tall glass cylinder surrounded by a sort of floor. You can actually see the map circles around the entire thing. It's a circular floor map, and then it's got itself consoles around the glass tube.
So
What is that thing?
that's a one-way trip to the Pac-Ha,
What? To the Pac-Ha.
to wherever they've gone. That's a star map that I recognize. There were fail-safes in place should something happen with my mission that involved secret ways unknown to everyone else but the Pac-Ha of places to potentially escape to.
huh.
Fantastic, we can follow them.
You can't. Only this pod can go there.
Jack,
Or
it's
pods like this, and there's only room for one.
Well, we can study it. We can get the coordinates, can't we?
That would take too long.
Maybe not.
What are you saying?
I walk up to the computer and unhook my concordance and drop it on the computer to get the star maps.
Okay. Bold choice. Roll for composure.
I'm following to make sure it doesn't, because if it starts doing something bad to him, I will shoot it.
Yeah.
Wait. Don't do that. I need to go do this.
What?
This. My purpose for forever was to protect the Pac-Ha. It's a terrible secret. They've used me, and I want vengeance. I'm not saying I want murdery vengeance, but is my priority, with apologies to you and your crew, is not here. My priority is to find out everything I can as quickly as and swiftly as I can about where they went, where they've run to, and to make them pay for what they did. I'm taking that pod, and I'm gonna go find them.
Are you taking it to bring us answers or to satisfy your bloodlust?
I just told you that I'm going for vengeance, not of the murdering kind. I don't know what I'm gonna find. I don't know if I'll find anything. They know that I know this failsafe, so for all I know, they're not even there. But I have to go find out. I would be doing a disservice to myself and to your crew by remaining on your staff when my heart is not with you, when my purpose is not with you.
I go up and hug her.
Aww.
Are you still invisible?
Oh! I'm not. I am not invisible. But
So yeah, Noble walks up literally as she finishes the sentence and throws his arms around the two-dimensional construct. It feels weird, but he manages it.
Thank you.
can I take him aside?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna take him aside. All right.
What?
I'm not good with words, having spent, as you know, many millennia by myself. So I wrote this down in case I ever needed it.
Okay. All right. Shoot.
Aaron, I understand more than most how one's circumstances can shape them, change them from who they were into who they are. We both had the course of our lives change suddenly, drastically, and without our consent. I urge you, however, not to let an innate fear of the unknown prevent you from discovering who you were born to be. You stand here right now, missing a very important part of yourself. You're incomplete. I urge you not to miss out on this opportunity to fully come into your own. Please know that I am always with you in spirit, as I have been since the beginning of your life. I believe in who you were, who you are, and who you will be. And you have proven here today to me and everyone that your soul is strong and true. Aaron Rample, your legacy is a noble one. Please be brave enough to discover it. And then I'm gonna get in and leave.
As she steps into the pod, you got anything you want to say, Bard?
Fractal! It's been an honor.
Same to you.
See you
Hopefully
again?
we shall meet again.
Good luck being I just met, but you killed a Pac-Ha and that's cool.
Elegant last
Nice working
words.
with you.
Hey, Bright. I'm gonna miss you.
We'll meet again.
And with that, the pod lights up, with a great white and blue light, and then it is gone. The screens are gone. The maps are gone. And so is Fractal Bright.
Didn't see that coming.
Wow.
What now, Captain?
Anybody else see anything in there?
Hope.
Just
A lot of angry prisoners.
Confusion.
there's a crack in the wall here. I don't know what it is, but it healed itself while I was looking at it. If anyone knows anything, let me know, but we still gotta figure this out.
Captain, this is Big Jake. Captain, do you read me?
Yes, Big Jake!
Are you all right, Captain? Nominal signs, life signs seem to have gone nominal, but we have lost a reading on Commander Captain Bright.
We have, but it's alright. She's got other things to do.
Copy that, Captain. Medical teams are standing by.
I want to, the scar she pointed out, I want to try shooting it with the arm because it's the most advanced weapon I have.
Don't shoot it.
Sure, you can try it.
Yeah, why not?
Why are we shooting?
The crack in the wall.
You don't need to roll. Actually, yes, roll for it. No, roll for it. That sounds good.
Make up your mind!
Yes, no.
So, meanwhile, as you roll for it, talking to Amy, we have medical team standing by. Would you like us to follow you into the facility?
I don't think it's safe yet. There's something loose in here.
We actually have, we've been able to get scans in, Captain.
Yeah? What have you learned?
It's what you described. It's mostly a prison. There's some smaller technology hubs here and there. A lot to learn. I believe this place is actually safe to enter now. But we aren't picking up any life signs that aren't yourselves or the prisoners in the cells. If you think there's something loose, we're not reading it.
9.
Alright, well, proceed with caution, but come on down here. We need to get into the system and pause whatever correctional process was happening here.
Meanwhile, you're having this totally... Welcome to V.A.S.T. You're all having this totally normal conversation when Pac-Ha walks up to the scene. She pulls the arm. The arm goes, "Is that living?" Pac-Ha goes,
No.
the arm goes, "Excellent. Then I will do my job." And it fires at the thing. You are now all exposed to the vacuum of space. You are all sucked out into space. Each roll survival, please.
Space.
I can't say anything because
Why-
I tried to shoot it earlier.
I tried to tell you it was how they left in a spaceship, but the information did not get to anybody except for Amanda, who left. So you are now exposed to the vacuum of space. Please roll for survival.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna, if you don't have a survival check, let me know. I will tell you what it is. Noble, yours is 21.
Survival.
I'm gonna throw in 5 willpower.
Nidar. Hold on a second.
Let's see.
Oh, I see. It's a
Purple.
-1. Right.
Do
Or is that
this.
different?
Yours is stamina,
20.
survival.
I can throw a willpower.
Hold on a second.
Vacuum of space.
Your survival
Throw it all.
is your survival is 6.
Throw it all.
Pac-Ha, your survival is 8. Captain Bard, your
Mine seems to be
survival
crazy.
is 20.
Yep.
I'm putting all my willpower.
That's probably a smart move.
Okay, so I'm putting all my willpower too then.
I'll put. Fuck it.
I'll put
Okay, I'm playing this very calm music, but that is not what is happening.
Yeah. I feel like the vacuum of space.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. Okay.
Let's do this. That'll be better.
Oh, good. I'm glad I checked that.
4.
Okay. Not a biff.
6.
Not a biff.
Fuck you, vacuum of space. You're not combat with vacuum.
1, 2,
Of
3, 4, 5, 6,
space.
7, 8, 9, 10.
The arm is very effective, Jody.
Yeah. Good to know it works.
I thought this was a thing we needed to open. No one told
This
me
is
otherwise.
awesome.
Yep.
As we're talking,
5,
Takad just goes to the wall.
9, 10, 11.
All right.
10.
Okay, so as you're all sucked out, the two of you manage to grab hands immediately. And you are sort of pulled out together as you guys grab on for dear life. Nidor is kind of spinning out, but not nearly as much as Pac-Ha, who's actually like out of anybody's arm.
Oh no!
Her metal arm kind of reaches back, and an arm from Nidor's suit leaps out, grabs her arm, and the four of you, spinning in the vacuum of space, are suddenly transported up by Big Jake.
Big Jake!
And transported into the inside of the Avalon.
Can I just tell you, as soon as I left, I was like, I forgot to tell them about the spaceship.
Oh my god!
That would have been nice.
It's like super nice moment totally negated by accidentally saying it.
You also didn't tell them about
My
his mom,
bad.
Okay. All right.
But
So-
apologies,
Man.
Captain.
That's
I
awesome.
thought
It's okay.
that was a thing we needed to open.
I tried the same thing.
Thanks, Hans. Good.
Everybody okay?
I don't
Damn it.
I think
know.
so.
Well, that
Medical teams swarm around you and start to make sure everybody's okay.
Oh.
Okay, does that count?
And with that, we're gonna flash forward a little bit to your arrival back in the to your arrival in your captain's quarters.
Can I say one thing though? Can I I'm not gone. Can I send a message and be like, by the way, I saw your mom and
Yeah. That'll get there next episode.
Okay, great.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Happy to
Letters
do
home.
that. That's amazing.
That was not amazing. That was bad.
That was amazing. You tore a hole in a tiny planet.
Now, is that going to
Good
heal
job.
itself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, all those
Wow.
prisoners are now dead.
So you arrive.
No.
No, they're not. So that was an airlocked room. So you're
Yes, airlocking room, Jody.
So
what
you
happened?
arrive. Oh, nice. Yeah. A history of airlocking now.
No, I didn't. No, I just beat the guy to death. I
Sure,
didn't
you beat him to
airlock
death
him.
in an airlock. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's totally different.
So you arrive in your captain's quarters to find Admiral Var there. She's doing her thing, looking out a window at the planetoid. Captain, they told me you had a penchant for drama. I can see it's well-founded.
There's what you plan, and then there's what occurs, and they ain't always similar.
I would be angry if it were not for the clear evidence of your success. It seems you have managed to disable all of the Pac-Ha security systems. As a result, we have been able to move teams into the Sanctum. Initial evidence would confirm that the nearly 100,000 prisoners
Whoa.
kept inside this planet were all kept there for a lie. For the Pac-Ha's lie.
They were all political prisoners. Wow.
It would appear this place was built to keep a secret. To house what I can only assume was the first of him. But unfortunately that Pac-Ha is no more. We have found the evidence of ash in the chamber from which he escaped. It would appear that Pac-Ha was killed. By what we cannot tell, I have transferred the contents of the security library to your ship for further analysis. We will continue to analyze it here.
It wasn't me. One of the prisoners had been removed from his cell, a prisoner I have some history with. Is there any sign of...
You mean Major Crow?
Yeah.
No. In fact, we believe Crow to be something of an accomplice. We do not know how or why. He is the only one taken by that who murdered the Pac-Ha. We can only suspect that this is a coordinated operation,
But they
or
got
that
off
Crow
like Sanctum.
possesses some knowledge not held by the other 99,999 prisoners.
He said he saw something in the Pac-Ha's eyes. I didn't believe him.
I would not have either. None of us would have.
Are the prisoners all right?
They will be.
Relatively speaking.
Most of them. Some have been imprisoned for a very, very long time. The Pac-Ha is humane by a certain definition.
We have a lot of damage to fix.
That is no doubt true. I have convinced the fleet of your good intentions and of the veracity of your statements. The Pac-Ha Peacekeep has the, I'm sorry, it's still strange to say, the Peacekeep will maintain, regardless of the Pac-Ha. Now, we must make sure that the worlds of the Peacekeep know this, and know that we are here for them. I have your first assignment, Captain Bard.
Let's hear it.
You're going home. And with that, we end this episode of V.A.S.T. Welcome to Season 2. See you in 2 weeks when we head to Terra. And I'd like to say goodbye to Fractal Bright. I'm going to be really cagey about whether or not we're saying goodbye to Amanda. Because, you know, I really like Amanda, and she's done a really excellent job on V.A.S.T. But Fractal Bright is off to new worlds, to see new things. And I hope we see them again soon.
Feeling like a huge asshole.
Yeah, left them all to die in the void of space.
I wrote you all a very long note and sent it. There's a,
Like, by
Yeah.
the way, don't shoot a hole in that
by the
wall.
way, 12 pages of information.
Like 2
You'll get a
weeks.
super nice apology
I almost
next week.
spaced us before that could even happen.
That's
so-
true.
Okay.
2 weeks go by. I'm sleeping, and I get and it's like, oh, by the way, I'm like, oh god.
Can I just mention this is the second time that a shooting roll from Pac-Ha has almost killed the majority of the cast that
Yay!
It's apparently just my thing. Once a season, maybe.
the dumb
hopefully,
idea.
fall.
Once a season.
Get out of the way early.
That's right.
Let's hope.
All right.
Just
All
once
right.
a season.
Thank you, guys.
With that said, thank you all. Thank you very much. Welcome to Season 2 of V.A.S.T. We'll see you next week for the rise of a new Brightest Eye ship and the
But you
introduction.
missed them.
What was that?
That's good. I missed them.
Oh yeah, I know you
Yeah.
did. And the introduction of a brand new character. So stick around, stay tuned. I am Jackson Lanzing, and for Amy Dallin, Amanda Powers, Jody Hauser, Ray Uternatchet, and Dylan DeVal, I'll see you in the future.
I just hit you instead of-